I look short compared to the dude that was 7'4", not short compared to everybody else in the frame.
All right. So
I know exactly what photo you're talking about. And yes, in perspective, I look so fucking short compared to the dude because he's like a Goliath. He's, like I said, 7'4". But it's not just me and him in the frame. There's also like another 7 or so people in the background.
5'9" isn't very tall.
Now, I'm like unironically, like the same height as like all the other dudes in the back of the frame. Now that we've gone past that question, let's go to get back to the meat on the bone here. So, do you support Donald Trump's threat of a genocide of 90 million people, including newborn children?
Not totally, no.
Okay, so would you argue here that threatening the genocide of 90 million people, including newborn children, is
no?
Something
I don't agree with anymore. I
demonic?
don't. That's the one thing I probably don't agree with him on. That's why I didn't.
That's not the question that I asked you.
I don't care.
That's not the question that I asked you, so I'll go ahead and repeat the question that I asked you. Major blunder on your end of not tracking, so tracking error number 1. But anyways, the question was, do you think that threatening the genocide of 90 million people, including newborn children, is something in which would make a person demonic?
I mean, well, we're in a war with them. Like, he's threatening them because they're threatening us too.
They're not threatening us
our country.
No. I want you to point me towards evidence that every single Iranian, including the newborns, has threatened us.
2 of our F-15s.
Wait, no, they haven't. No. 90 million innocent Iranians have not done that. You're referring to the government. 90 million. You're referring to the governmental body of the IRGC. Do not equivocate between the IRGC and 90 million Iranians.
Yeah, but they're a part of Iran.
But they're not a part of the IRGC.
All those people are a part of Iran.
Does this mean that you think that America would have been justified in genociding and killing every last German because of what the Nazis did in World War II?
No.
Yeah, so then stop acting like this does justify Donald Trump's threat of genocide for every single Iranian because the IRGC shot down...
Just saying we're going to war with them. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, why are you saying that in reference to me bringing up the fact that Donald Trump threatened to genocide them? These two things are very different. I disagree with the war. I think that Donald Trump started it. I think it's bad. I think it's imperialist. I think that it's terrible. I think that it's already killed many innocent civilians. But still yet, going to war is very different than threatening a genocide. You can find my Venmo to send the $5,000 to pay for my braces in my bio.
You didn't beat me.
Well, I'd say the awkward silence would indicate otherwise.
I was checking who is texting me. Can I have a second?
I can have more than a second, buddy. Have the rest of your day. I don't believe that you're 18. I understand that you reaffirmed that you were multiple times, gave us a correct birth date. I think that you're a minor.
Oh, shit, he's actually debating me.
What's up, man? Do you support Trump?
Yo, what's up, guy?
Do you support Trump, Fern?
I do.
Okay. How old are you?
I'm 20.
All right, man. I'm going to go to thank a couple people, then I'll pass that mic to you. Thank you for being here.
Yeah,
hopefully I'll be able to change your mind.
Of course.
Rebecca, thank you for the $10 on Venmo. Let's get 100 Rebecca W's down below who says, Dean, longtime listener, first-time donor, just here to tell you not to let MAGA bully you into getting braces. You have great teeth. They are unique and perfectly you. No, man, I've been planning on the braces for a while. I'll pull that trigger one day as soon as I get around to it. I want straight teeth. Thank you for the $10, Rebecca. But I do appreciate your kind words. And then Kira, thank you for the $10 as well, who says, this dude just hit puberty, lol. Here's $10 for not getting braces. Thank you so much, Kira and Rebecca. Show some love to Kira and Rebecca down below. By the way, you guys are so kind. You guys are so very, very kind. I would also like to quickly thank Jay for the $5 over on PayPal. Jay, shout out to you. That is Jay. Show some love to Jay down below. And then we have one last one for now from Eli. Eli, thank you so much for the $20 donation on PayPal. I want to see 200 Eli W's down below. Eli, that is beyond kind. I'm so grateful for you. Show some love to Eli. Eli with a $20 donation says, Fish Girl is on live trying to convince people to deport you to Caucasia because she also thinks that you're connected to Netanyahu and all of her evidence is from fucking Reddit. Ignore her. That's ridiculous. Take it away, man. Tell us why you support the worst president of your life, Mr. Trump.
It's not necessarily why I support him. It's not even necessarily I support his decisions. I like him as a person, truthfully. I've always kind of liked his decisions, but the current recent decisions are very left field, I'll say.
As a person?
Yeah.
His personality is the worst part about him.
So, who in our past 3 or 4 presidents could be better?
Personality-wise, every single one of them, including Bush.
Including Bush?
Personality-wise, yes.
You're telling me the guy that openly rapes women has a better personality than him?
Bush openly rapes women? I haven't heard
Yes.
that before.
Multiple times. It has been very, very many articles.
Oh, okay. Well, in that case, I'd say that they have the same personality.
How?
Because that's something Donald Trump has done too.
No proven evidence.
Well, I mean, on screen, you'll see a jury verdict form that concluded Donald Trump raped a woman by the name of Eugene Carroll. And audibly, you'll hear Donald Trump admit to sexual exploitation by barging into the dressing rooms of naked women and girls backstage at Miss Teen USA and Miss USA.
It's your obligation to do that.
So you have done that. Now, tell
Well,
me
I'll
what
tell you the funniest is that I'll go backstage before a show.
Yes.
And everyone's getting dressed and ready and everything else. And, no men are anywhere. And I'm allowed to go in because I'm the owner of the pageant, and therefore I'm inspecting it. I'm inspecting. I want to make sure that
You're like a
everything
doctor.
is good.
You're there.
Yeah, the dress. Is everyone okay? They're standing there with no clothes. Is everybody okay? And you see these incredible-looking women. And so I sort of get away with things like that.
That's low-key insane. I never knew about that.
Well, shit. Okay. That's a good response.
Genuinely, I never knew about that. I appreciate you for telling me that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of fucked.
Does that change your view?
A little. But his presidency-wise, I will say, first term was a lot better than the second. Definitely the war stuff is...
Why just
is
a little?
more- What?
Why doesn't that change your view a lot? Like, don't you think that being a rapist is kind of beneath the Oval Office?
Yeah, but if you're going to look at being a rapist, then you need to look at every single person in governmental power. Because
Okay.
it is definitely
yeah,
every single one of them.
Okay, well, that's not true. I don't think that AOC is a rapist. I don't think that Bernie is a rapist. I don't think Obama's a rapist. I don't think that Joe Biden's a rapist. I don't think that Kamala Harris is a rapist. I mean, I hate the guy. I don't think that Ted Cruz is a rapist. Unless there's any evidence that there is, there might be. I don't think that MTG is a rapist, even though she's, a little crazy. I don't think Nancy Mace is a rapist, even though Nancy Mace is definitely insane. I don't think Lauren Boebert is a rapist, even though Lauren Boebert fucking sucks. I don't think that Gavin Newsom is a rapist, even though Gavin Newsom is your establishment dim who probably shouldn't win the next primary. Don't think that Rep. Ron is a rapist. Definitely not. Absolutely not. Ilhan Omar is not a rapist. All right, no, not everybody in the government's a rapist. What are we doing here?
I mean, those
Elizabeth
definite
Warren is
people
definitely
that
not a
have-
rapist.
Those definite people that have been in past power for sure.
Okay. What? And all right, they shouldn't have been in power. What does this
Exactly.
change about the fact that because Donald Trump is a rapist? Oh, you just sold it out. Because I just said that they shouldn't have been in power in reference to the fact that they're a rapist, and then you said
No,
exactly.
you're
so why
referencing
won't you
all
say
the
the same
past
thing about
people.
Donald Trump?
No, you're referencing all the past people, not the current people in office that are doing all the bad things.
We would argue that if you've ever been a rapist and you were in a position of power, such as the presidency, you shouldn't have been president. Can you agree?
Well, why is he then?
Why is he? Because you voted for him, alongside many other Americans.
Yeah, but that if he's a proven rapist and everything, why is he in power?
I just told
If-
you,
if you're-
because
yeah.
people voted for him.
But you just went across your word in saying that if you did that, you shouldn't be in power whatsoever. Why
Right.
did he get voted in? If everyone should know this.
Because not everybody does what they should do, and not everybody knows this. Didn't you just accept that there are many other people in positions of political power that are rapists?
Yes,
How did they get in power if they were rapists?
because people like you voted for them.
Okay, what rapist did I vote for?
Joe Biden,
Okay, so what court proved Joe Biden raped a woman?
2008.
2008 is a year, not a court. The fuck? Okay. He left. Oh my god. Dude. Listen. This is just going fantastic today.
Dean,
Just
I don't
nice.
know. You said you'd debate me if I spelled deceased right, and you ran. from the
I
debate.
brought
Come
you
on,
up
bro.
because I
Dude, you
need
said you'd debate me. Don't run, bro.
I brought you up because I need you to stop.
I would never say that about you. I would never say you have ties with Netanyahu. I would never advocate for your deportation.
you
That's
up.
such a false thing to say. That's defamation. I would never do that. That's so rude.
I need you to stop. You need to get a life. It's genuinely getting scary.
I
I'm
want
not
to
even
debate.
trying
You
to
won't
make a
debate. You're
comedic-
running.
Now you're going on mute because you
You're
interrupted
afraid
me.
to debate.
If you interrupt me, I'm just gonna kick you, bro. Like I'm not doing the whole like interruption thing. It's just embarrassing. Listen, it's genuinely getting scary. You need to stop. You need to get a life. You've spent your days actually, for like the last 4 months hosting lives about me and then sitting in my queue all day long. Something needs to be done here. You're not okay. That's not okay. There is a growing obsession and it needs to stop.
Okay, so are we like totally gonna debate, or no, are you gonna run away?
I want you to respond to what I just said.
Hold on, let me backtrack that. Number one, I'm not obsessed with you. That's like a crazy claim. Number two, I've seen what people have been saying about like me, quote unquote, hosting, like saying
Your
that
name
you like
is
need to be
literally
deported.
Deport Dean
I would
Withers.
never advocate. No, it's not. I would never
Yes, it
advocate.
is.
No, it isn't.
That is
I don't
your
know why you're
account
spreading false.
username.
You're spreading false rhetoric.
Your username is Deport Dean Withers.
No, that I don't know why you're like saying stuff like that. It says Redneck for Life 2026. You're lying.
That's
Number
not
two,
your username. That's your display
that
name.
was probably like a typo or something. Number two, I would never advocate for your deportation. I think that's disgusting. And I seen what those people said. Like, that's so gross. Like, I am not that kind of person. Like, I would never do that.
This next person's bio says, yes, I'm dating my sister.
Oh yeah, that's a joke. What's up, man? It's just a joke. That's actually a complete satire. I didn't know you looked at the bio.
Dude,
Hey, what's up, bro?
what the fuck? Dude,
What?
what are you doing?
What do you mean? What am I doing?
Oh. Are you a Nazi?
No.
Is your girlfriend a Nazi?
No. She's just an edgelord.
Why does she have 2 lightning bolts in her username?
She's an edgelord, man. She likes pissing people off. I don't know.
So, I think that both you and your girlfriend are probably Nazis, if I had to take a guess. How many people were killed in the Holocaust?
Depends on the source. Sometimes some people say 13 million, some say 6 million. I'm on a ban warning, so I won't say anything too bad about those people. Do you have mine?
Yeah. Let's go to move on to the next guest right now. It's like, I would love to debunk Nazi arguments without like actually debating a Nazi, because there's like really common sense refutations to what they say, but like I just don't want to give a platform to a Nazi. Like for instance, the claim that like Jewish people control everything because 15% of billionaires are Jewish. Okay. Well, 99.89% of Jewish people aren't billionaires. Wow. Eye opener. That's crazy. That's nuts. See, all of a sudden, one of the biggest arguments that we hear parroted by people in that far right Nazi party is debunked with one sentence, right? But, I just can't bring myself to platform a literal Nazi to do that debunking. Blake, welcome in. Do you support Trump?
I do.
How old are you?
I'm 24. My name's Marky.
And why do you support Trump?
Honestly, the economy.
Oh, you were up here yesterday. You're a troll. Yeah. Moving on to the next guest. Only opposite of the queue. If you happen to be MAGA, make sure that you're following the rules, please and thank you. Make sure that you're following those rules, please and thank you. By the way, if you want to support me and support the stream, you can find the Venmo PayPal link tree in the bio on TikTok. And right there, by the way, on TikTok. Not to mention, they're also in the pin message over on the other stream. All right, welcome to Cooper. Do you support Trump?
Yeah.
How old are you?
I'm 18.
And you're a Christian?
Yeah.
Oh, man, I don't think that any good Christian should support Trump.
Why is that?
Well, I mean, sure. First and foremost, he stands in opposition to essentially all of the values as espoused by the Bible. A really good example of one of them would be the fact that in Mark, Jesus tells you that what you give to those with lesser than you is what you're giving to the Lord your God. The way that you treat those with lesser than you is the way that you're treating the Lord your God. Donald Trump likes to kill those with lesser than him, regardless if it's the 160 girls in the elementary school in Iran, the 10 million low-income Americans that he took healthcare away with away from, or the 3 million low-income Americans that he took food stamps away from. So he certainly doesn't treat them well. You know, we also hear virtues to testament of inclusivity, like Jesus being willing to dine, with anybody, being willing to dine with a leper, being willing to dine with the prostitute, being willing to invite the Pharisee to be one of his disciples. Meanwhile, Donald Trump, on the other hand, says, well, if you're different than me, I'm not going to dine with you. Shit, I won't let you into the country. And that's why he ran on a total and complete shutdown of all new Muslim entry into America in 2015. And then the whole new level of thou shalt not lie. Okay, fuck, he told over 30,000 of those in his first term, tells a new one every day. He told a lie as the foundation to start his war in Iran, and then a lie as the foundation to leave the war in Iran, okay? He claimed that we've done regime change. We haven't done regime change. He says, thou shalt not covet thy neighbor's wife. Meanwhile, he's cheated on every single one of his wives, and he's raped women, too, on top of admitting to sexual exploitation. I could just go on all day, Ben. I guess I'll go ahead and cut myself off there.
Dang, that's crazy. So, bro, you saw where Tung Tung to her got added in Fortnite? Or no?
Okay. That's what I call poisoning the well. Where they just try to they just troll their way out of the live. Unfortunate. Dude, we're dunking on him today. Holy. Welcome in. Do you support Trump?
I'm America first. I don't support Israel first.
Okay, so you're definitely not a Trump supporter, right?
No, I'm American first.
Okay, so
either party, we're fucked either way. Israel controls our government, so you're fighting for no reason.
Would you ever vote for Rakana?
No.
Wait, why? He doesn't take any money from AIPAC.
I mean, then yeah, I would if his policies sound.
Perfect. Let's go to move on to the next guest right now. Only hop inside of the queue of your MAGA. Let's go to get Jace Dodson. Let him up into the box. Do you support Trump?
Yep.
How old are you?
20.
Are you driving?
Yeah.
Do you want to pull over or should I move on?
I just wanted to ask why is Trump still in office if he's done all this?
Well, feel free to ask that question when you're not driving. What are we doing? Moving on to the next Trump supporter. Man, Christopher, thank you so much for the $30 donation on PayPal, man. I appreciate that, Christopher. Show some up to Christopher down below in that chat. That is beyond kind, man. $30 is a shit ton of money. I'm so grateful for you. Let's get 300 Christopher W's. Christopher the 30 says it's very actually embarrassing the way they come to debate you with no credible source of facts. Their IQs are so low that they actually believe they're doing something when most of them are just doing are really just antagonistic and very ignorant to the very thing that they're trying to debate. I know, right? So many of them will come up here with no argument. It's nuts. Hey, welcome in. Do you support Trump?
Hi, no, I don't. But I just want to thank you for everything you're doing, Dean. Also, my boyfriend used to support Trump, and sometimes I feel like he has some MAGA idealisms. I don't know. I was looking for advice for how to not trigger him by saying it's fucked up, but also you know what I mean.
Yes, I got you. We're going to move on, though, because we just are looking for Trump supporters. I will answer your question. Make it seem like you understand where he's coming from. That's the best way to not trigger people and trying to correct them. Make it seem like you understand where they're coming from, even though you don't. It's the most effective way if you're trying to get through to a boyfriend, husband, wife, girlfriend, family member, somebody that you care about. You make it seem like you know where they're coming from. You might even agree with them a little bit, but ultimately they're wrong, and here's why. It's almost like a Trojan horse. That's the best way to describe it. It's an intellectual Trojan horse. But it definitely is hard, because sometimes it's not fun, quote unquote, Trojan horsing, super grotesque beliefs. Welcome into Sport Trump.
USA, USA, USA.
Don't know if that means that you're a Trump supporter, so I'm just going to kick you and move on to the next guest. Only hop inside of the queue if the answer to the question is yes, meaning that you are a Trump supporter. Let's go to get that next guest loaded up into the box. This guy Mason, he's been waiting since we started this stream. I sent you an invite, man. Welcome in, Loman. Do you support Trump?
Yes, I do support Trump.
Oh, man, embarrassing. Are you America last?
No, I'm America first.
Wait, if you're America first, then why do you support the person that's sending our servicemen and women to die for Israel?
So my thing is I believe Trump believes that the post World War II order of Europe and NATO controlling everything is over. So
Yeah, what does that have to do with him sending our servicemen and women to die for Israel and Iran? What?
So hear me out. I'm not done yet. So I think that he's playing Israel. I think that he's playing the whole Persian Gulf. I think he's gonna fucking pull out of there, and I think he's gonna pull all his resources back to North America.
Well, I mean,
And-
he unironically agreed to lift sanctions on Iran, which means we'll be giving more of our resources to them.
Absolutely,
Jeez.
because we have enough resources in Venezuela, which we just took over.
What is Venezuela? I'm sorry. You're just like, okay.
No,
you're button mashing.
no,
You're
hear me
doing the
out.
thing. You're
This
doing
is
the thing.
in-game
One moment.
here.
One moment. You're doing the button mashing thing where you just start spamming random shit. Okay. Resources in Venezuela fundamentally have nothing to do with the fact that you cannot claim Donald Trump is going to drain the resources from the Middle East. Meanwhile, he's
If
actively
we
agreeing
know-
to give them more resources by lifting sanctions on
Okay,
Iran.
Dean, hear me out though. If we know that Russia and China are the new two world superpowers, right? They're the world superpowers right now, right? But can we agree on that?
No.
Why?
Because Russia's economy has been sent into a free fall for the last 3 years. The value of the ruble has crumbled, and the only reason why their economy is being propped up is because they continue to send like fucking 40,000 dudes a month to die on the front lines,
Okay,
fighting a
that
war
is
they can never
true.
win
They
against
do
Ukraine.
prop their-
Okay,
they do prop
and then
their
and then
economy
China,
up through
their GDP is like
military
barely grew whatsoever since the pandemic. So
Yes,
no,
that is
like
so true.
clearly, I
That
think
is
that
true.
America is a larger economic superpower
But hear
than
me
both
out.
Russia and
hear
China.
me out though. Hear me out on the Trump endgame. And what I'm talking about is I think he's going to pull all of his assets out of the Middle East. I think he knows that the Middle East is a torture zone, and it is just going to draw him in.
Sorry, all of this is
even
basically
more, and the
conjecture
United
and
States
speculation.
more.
This is all baseless conjecture and speculation. You have no reason to believe it. This is just the way that you rationalize an irrational man. Donald Trump will just spam the same 40 vocabulary words in every interview he's given since
I'm not
2015.
rationalizing.
He'll say, "Oh, we're going to genocide Iran. We're going to go win the war. We're going to destroy their nuclear capabilities." But then without doing any of that, then we say that the military objectives have been met, and then we're pulling back, and then we're lifting sanctions on them. Clearly, Iran won. Okay, and then like your takeaway is to like try to rationalize the irrational, to say, oh, he's just like end game, new power dynamic, restructuring world after
But
World
it
War
is
II,
going to be in
North
the end
America
by
powerhouse,
2030.
so on and so forth. Meanwhile, like there's like evidence that actively contradicts your claim here. No, he's not playing Israel. He fucking, oh my God, he's Israel's little lapdog. Okay, I don't like that. Playing Israel means literally fighting their war for them and then standing by them after they break the ceasefire with Iran. And then on top of that, as I already pointed out, there's no draining of resources from the Middle East happening here. We literally just agreed to a deal where for every tanker we send through the Strait of Hormuz, we give Iran $2 million. Okay, on top of lifting the sanctions that exist on their country. That's not draining resources from the Middle East. That's giving more resources for the Middle East. But go ahead. I sent you an invite to turn your mic on. You have to click on your profile picture, and then you have to click on the icon of the mic in the top right-hand corner
Okay,
of the user
there we go.
interface. There you go.
Okay, so yes, okay. Back to what I was saying after your rant. I believe that China is going to come in with a peace deal. I believe that China is going to be the only people that can support Iran in a peace deal. And I think that Saudi Arabia and the United States are not on good terms right now when it comes to how can the United States support Saudi Arabia's militarization anymore. They can't. We can't. We just simply can't. Israel, we can't support Israel's militarization anymore. It's costing us too much every single year to support them. So why would we not pull back and focus on what we have, all of our resources in North America?
Dude,
why do you think he's pressing Canada and Mexico so much? Why do you think he's pressing?
The world is not a sandbox.
I believe
lost.
I'm more of a geopolitical
Buddy.
person. I don't believe in
you're not even geopolitically educated. You just said that because you just said that China's the only country that could help Iran in a peace deal. Who negotiated the 2-week ceasefire?
Well, Trump did. Trump had to negotiate that at this point.
Pakistan negotiated.
Okay, yeah, you are right about that. Sorry, I had to look it up. So what do you think endgame is here then, Dean?
There's no endgame. The endgame is pull out with empty hands and leave it be because it's tanking his approval rating. And the only thing he cares about is his approval rating.
Okay, that's true. I believe that. So at the end of the day, who's taking care of the Middle East then? Are we doing it and spending billions in taxpayer dollars?
That's the thing. That's the thing. We pull out with a destabilized Iran and IRGC. Either the IRGC rebuilds and re-strengthens or gets overthrown by a more authoritarian regime similar to the Afghanistan government and the Taliban after we pulled out of Afghanistan.
Yeah, that's true. That could happen. I fought over there in Afghanistan. That shit sucked. Those people are fucking wicked, and they're mean to their people.
Yeah. Do you have any other reasons why you support Trump? I don't like playing like geopolitical fairy tale.
No,
that makes
go
any
ahead.
sense.
Go ahead and move on, man. I think I did a good job. So go ahead.
Good one. I don't know. That's a game that a lot of people play on Twitter. Like I said, personally, I call it the geopolitical fairy tales, which is where we just come up with absurd justification spawned out of thin air for like the notion of like Trump playing 5D chess, when in all reality it's just an attempt to rationalize the irrational. We see a lot of people play that all the time. It's pretty unintelligent. Removed. Thank you for the galaxy. What's going on, Joby Sprout? Do you support Trump?
Well, I want to just share, if I did not vote for Trump, and I forgive anyone who did, because I was leaning towards that due to the morality of Christianity that they falsely run on, and then when they were drastically going to make it a criminal act if a woman chooses to have an abortion or a same-sex decide to be with each other, which is why I came on. What is the difference that Mr. President Trump is arguing about regime when Iran has the same principle and ideology when it comes to morality as the Republican Donald Trump and his party ran on? I wish you would debate that, because I'm looking at the principle there is the same as what Republicans ran on.
There are.
Right. So
there are absolutely many shared principles. I could not agree more. I'll make sure to make a point out of that. I do appreciate you so much for joining. There's many shared principles even beyond that extent, and I'm sure that we'll go over them all. I do appreciate you so much for coming up, and I hope that you take care. Right now, we are just looking to debate Trump supporters, but really, absolute truth nuke right there. Absolute truth nuke right there. Let's go to try to find that next guest right now. Everybody a couple people in the chat are spamming add Jessica's dad. I'm looking for a Jessica. I see a Jess spam. Maybe that's Jessica. Is that Jessica? I mean, I'd be happy to debate Jessica's dad. Are they on like specific accounts? I'm looking for them, folks. Let's go to get that next guest loaded up into the box right now. Only up inside of the queue if you happen to be MAGA. Only up inside of that queue if you happen to be MAGA. Okay, this guy's causing some destruction in the chat. His name's Colton. Hi, Colton. How old are you? It's a troll. It's like some like squealing. Okay. All right, let's go to move on to the next guest, you guys. Only up inside of the queue if you were MAGA. I'd really appreciate it if you guys would do your very best to follow the rules. Please and thank you. Please and thank you. Please and thank you. Do follow the rules. Do follow the rules. Please and thank you. Hey, by the way, for the 18,000 people who are hanging out with us on TikTok today, let me know how your day's been so far down below in that comment section. I appreciate you guys so much for pulling through. Today's stream is going to be a bit shorter than our typical streams. Why? Well, that's because we've already done a 2.5 hour stream earlier today. It was just separated by a dentist appointment. So this is our second stream of the day to hit that 4 to 5 hour mark. Welcome in, Just Spam. Do you support Trump? Oh, they're still loading in. Still loading in. I swear, you guys, we're doing our best to try to find somebody for us to debate. See, the issue is that Trump supporters don't want to debate me. That's the issue. That's the big issue that we experience, is they're very scared. Let's go to get that next guest loaded up in the box. Just Spam is not loading in. Hey, thank you so much for the $10 on Chat Super. Mary with the $10 says, what is your opinion on the potential loss of the petrodollar, decline in power? Iran offered to sell oil in both Chinese currency and euros. That could seriously change world economics. I don't think I'm educated enough to really have a formed opinion on that subject, and I'm just being honest. I'm not going to bullshit you. Thank you, Mary. Thank you, Mary, for the $10. On PayPal, thank you so much, Victoria, for the $40 donation.
When did you last shit, Dean? When did you last shit, Dean?
That's weird. Victoria with a $40 donation on PayPal. Victoria, that is beyond kind of you. Thank you so much for the love and support. Show some love to Victoria down below. Victoria with a 40 says, thank you for everything that you do. You've taught me so much, and now I feel comfortable standing up to other Trump supporters in my life that just feel like evil people. Good fucking shit. I love hearing that so much, Victoria. I think that's awesome. That kid's banned. Thank you so much for the love. I want to see 400 Victoria W's down below in that comment section. Please show some love to Victoria down below, as well as Anwar. That is ANWAR. Thank you for the $20 donation. Who says today's my 23rd birthday.
Oops, and that's an accident.
Oh, no worries. Anwar with the $20 says, my partner Alex and I love watching your lives. Today's my 23rd birthday and she's taking me to a hibachi restaurant to celebrate tonight. Oh, fuck yeah. Hibachi's awesome, man. I would love to go to a hibachi restaurant myself. I hope that you guys have a great night. Happy 23rd birthday. Dude, show some love to Anwar down below in that chat. Not just for the $20 donation, but just, you know, it's his 23rd birthday. Show him some love. Happy birthday, Anwar. Welcome in. Do you support Trump? No, Mark's not here. Guys, I see everybody in the chat spamming Wolf Haley. I'm looking for Wolf Haley. I do not see a Wolf Haley. Wolf Haley, if you'd like to comment down below in that chat, feel free to. I'd happily try to get you up here, but I'm just not seeing you anywhere.
Oh my lord, accidental.
Okay, goodbye. We got the next guest, Kayla, and Jace loading up into the box right now.
Hey, Dean, I'm not driving anymore.
Good. Kayla, do you support Trump? Kayla's not even here. So, Jace, you're a Trump supporter, right, bud?
Honestly, no. I just wanted to ask you a question. I have two questions.
Bruh. Holy moly. What are we doing? What are we doing, everybody? What are we doing? Holy shit. Hi, welcome into You Support Trump.
Actually, I am nonpartisan, but I have a friend here. I really need you to debate him. He is a Trump supporter and he's a Republican, and we're Generation X. But please debate my friend. I mean, him, his sister, and his brother, they're all MAGA. I mean, they're all Republicans. Dean, stop him from supporting this joker.
Yeah, is he with you there in person?
He is. Hold on one second. Here, John. This is Dean.
Hey, Dean.
Hi, John. How you doing?
All right. What's going on?
Well, we're learning here that you're a fan of Trump.
Yeah, I'm a fan. Yep.
Okay. Well, TOY. I don't know if that's their real name. It's their screen name. Your friend's name. Their screen name here is TOY. They sound like a really reasonable person. So.
Right. Toy.
Toy. Awesome. So they sound like a really reasonable person. I'd have to guess here, if they're going to surround themselves with you, that at some level you're a reasonable person too. And right. I kind of have this bank of arguments that when I run them on reasonable people, they change their mind. Do you mind if I maybe share one of those with you?
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
Okay. This is something that we talk about every day, admittedly, because it's been the most effective argument I have to change the mind of a Trump supporter. But I must ask you, if you knew with certainty that Donald Trump had sexually exploited naked women and called it funny, would you still support him as president?
If I knew that, yeah, for sure. If it was found out to be true, I guess, yeah.
You'd for sure stop supporting him.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, sounds good. Can we agree that sexual exploitation is to do something sexual to somebody without their permission?
Correct. Yep.
Okay, so if I could prove to you that Trump did something sexual to somebody without their permission, you'd change your mind and, Toy would be really happy, right?
Sure. Uh-huh.
Okay, fantastic. So I'm going to play you a clip of Donald Trump on Howard Stern's radio show in 2005, where he admits to doing something sexual to somebody without their permission. He calls it funny. Okay. It's a clip of him admitting to barging into the dressing rooms of naked women at Miss USA. Let's take a listen.
Obligation to do that.
So you have done that. Now,
I'll tell you the funniest is that I'll go backstage before a show.
Yes.
And everyone's getting dressed and ready and everything else. And, no men are anywhere. and I'm allowed to go in because I'm the owner of the pageant, and therefore I'm inspecting it. You know, I'm inspecting. I want to make sure that
You're like a
everything is
doctor.
good.
You're there.
Yeah, the dress. Is everyone okay? You know, they're standing there with no. Is everybody okay? And you see these incredible-looking women, and so I sort of get away with things like that.
Okay, so what we just heard is crazy. First and foremost, he says that because he's the owner of the pageant, he could do a fake inspection to then barge into the dressing rooms where there was women who were naked and changing, who he'd then look at them and talk about how great they looked. This also happened to girls at Miss Teen USA. The reason why we know that is because that's what 3 girls from Miss Teen USA have said. And I'm actually going to play you the testimony of Tasha Dixon, a woman who was a beauty pageant contestant at Miss USA in 2001. Let's hear what she has to say about the clip that we just listened to.
He just came strolling right in. There was no second to put a robe on or any sort of clothing or anything. Some girls were topless, other girls were naked.
As Miss Arizona 2001, Tasha Dixon competed in the Miss USA pageant. Donald Trump owned the contest along with Miss Universe and Miss Teen USA for 19 years.
Our first introduction to him was when we were at the dress rehearsal and half naked changing into our bikinis. To have the owner come waltzing in when we're naked or half naked in a very physically vulnerable position, and then to have the pressure of the the people that work for him telling us to go fawn all over him, go walk up to him, talk to him.
And Dick.
So where do we stand? Because see, from my perspective, I think we did just prove with extreme confidence that Donald Trump has sexually exploited women. We heard him admit to it. And then we heard the women reaffirm it.
Okay, first of all, there should be no party, whether it be guys or girls, being in that locker room. It doesn't matter if it's a guy pageant or a girl pageant or whatever. There should be no ifs, ands, or buts. And even if it's the director of the pageant or whatever, there shouldn't be any kind of one or the other. And that's the way it is with football too. There's female reporters going into guys' locker rooms too. They shouldn't be allowed to be in the locker rooms because of that. So that should be the one thing that I stand on, that there shouldn't be any kind of guys or girls, whatever, in the locker room. They shouldn't be in the locker rooms, because I've had that happen on me.
I'm sorry to hear that, man. Yeah. So,
I had a girl come into the locker room, and I was fully undressed.
Yeah, man. I'm really sorry to hear that. I absolutely understand how that's a really bad thing. I'm really sorry to hear that.
That's all right.
You just heard Donald Trump admit to being that intruder. He admitted to malicious intent because he admitted to walking in there to look at them naked, breaking a rule. He called it funny.
I think he thinks it was funny or something like that.
Yeah,
but,
that's what he said.
Yeah, I think that plays into his psyche and everything and all that. So I don't agree with it. So
I guess my opening line was, if you knew that Donald Trump had sexually exploited anybody, would you still support him as president? And you said absolutely not.
Right.
So now that you've accepted that this is something he's done, and even added on top of that, the fact that he found it funny, and how this makes it even worse in a sense, because it goes from just sexual exploitation to the promotion of sexual exploitation surrounding the notion that it's great, it's funny, it's awesome, it's a part of Donald Trump's psyche. Is there any way that you could still support him as president after hearing this?
I think that he's done a lot for the country, actually, and I've seen with other presidents, even other Republican presidents, I don't agree with, and
so what happened?
Bush 1 and 2, Bush 2. After the 9/11 thing, he put the Patriot Act into effect, and that I didn't get anywhere with the Patriot Act.
Sir, you're going back on.
I'm a veteran.
You're going back on your word.
Well,
how do you explain that rationally?
I think that the president has done he works his butt off, I think. And I don't know the ins and outs of everything that he's done, and no one knows the ins and outs of everything that I've done or anyone else, unless you're proven in a court of law. I mean, that's
okay, proven it. Here's a jury verdict form where a jury proved that he raped a woman. Okay, if you want to know why it says sexual abuse instead of rape, that they said yes to, it's because the jury proved that he forcefully penetrated a woman's vagina with his fingers, but given their strict and narrow definition of the word rape, it wasn't legally rape, it was only legally sexual abuse, but we definitely consider that to be rape colloquially. So you said that you only believe it if it's proven in a court of law. Do you believe that he raped a woman?
Well, I guess if it says in the paperwork, I mean, yeah, I would have had to agree.
Do you think that because he's a rapist, he should still be president? Or can we agree that because he's a rapist, he shouldn't be president?
To being deported or whatever, or to get a chance to even get into this country, then that's wrong, and you should go back, or whoever got in before for you should go to the end of the line.
Why should undocumented immigrants be deported? Why is it wrong to give them mass amnesty when mass amnesty only benefits us and mass deportation only hurts us?
I don't understand the question, I guess. I don't know.
Why is it wrong to give undocumented immigrants mass amnesty, which is giving them a pathway to residency or citizenship, compared to mass deportation, if mass amnesty only benefits us and mass deportation only hurts us? Can you think of any quantifiable positive outcomes of mass deportation on America?
Well, no. I don't know. I'm kind of confused on what you're asking for.
Let me say it in simpler terms. Can you name one clear way that mass deportation makes America better? One quantifiable way.
No, but still, if you're not, if there's a process to get into the country, you have to go through that process.
Well, it seems like maybe then we should change that process. Because if there's not one clear benefit of mass deportation, we certainly shouldn't do it. If it only comes with issues like forcefully expelling 8.3 million of our laborers, 11 million of our consumers, okay, reducing our GDP growth by 1.1 through 1.7 trillion dollars per year, according to the American Immigration Institute, reducing our taxable revenues by upwards of $100 billion per year, according to the IRS, and costing close to $1 trillion on top of that opportunity cost of what we're losing in taxes over the course of the next 10 years. And all of the human rights violations, ranging from the 300 Venezuelan immigrants that were deported with no due process in violation of their 4th and 14th Amendment rights to a place in El Salvador where they've been beaten, to the human rights atrocities of, deporting unaccompanied minors, legal immigrants, or the outcomes even on citizens that we've seen, from them being shot and executed in the middle of the streets in broad daylight, to allowing ICE to racially profile black and brown people. Like, these things are harmful. These things hurt us.
Sure.
These things hurt them. And if you can't name one benefit, there's not pros and cons, there's just cons, then certainly we shouldn't support it. And truly, I'd say this to anybody, not just you. If you can consciously recognize that the policy agenda you support yields no pros, only cons, and you support it, you have been brainwashed. Regardless if you're on the right, regardless if you're on the left, the far right, the far left, the center, you've been brainwashed.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I agree. So I'm thinking there should be a place for the people that you named. I can't even think of what.
Documented immigrants. That place is here.
Yeah,
it's in America.
Yeah. I understand, and I don't know. I don't know how to clean that up. I really don't.
Mass amnesty is a way to clean it up. It helps us deal with the issue of having a bunch of people in the country that aren't vetted.
Well, yeah, but
because a part of that process would be to vet them. It helps us deal with the issue of having a bunch of people in the country who can't like go to any like bank and get a loan because they don't have a social security number. Now they all have social security numbers. It helps us deal with the issue of like getting rid of the undocumented immigrants that actually have done bad things by putting them in jail or deporting them because I'm fine with that. They don't qualify for the vetting processes of mass amnesty. You know, it helps deal with those issues. That's the solution. And then on top of that, to turn around and then to speed up the process of legal immigration into this country, because the reason why we have so many undocumented immigrants in here in the first place is because the legal means of entry can take 20 to 25 years. That's why they want to build a life now. They don't want to wait until their kids are grown up and ready to build a life of their own. No, they want to ensure that their 3-year-old baby is going to have the best possible life now, you know, not when they're 30 getting ready to have kids. That's why there's so many undocumented immigrants here. But if we were to speed up that process, well, then clearly everybody would seek the legal means of entry into this country because it comes with so many more benefits than being here as an undocumented immigrant. Nobody wants to be an undocumented immigrant. It fucking sucks.
Right. So mass amnesty, I understand, is a government-granted pardon to a large group of individuals. So there should be a group or something that puts them into the mass amnesty.
Basically, what we're saying here is that there would be like government facilities across the country where undocumented immigrants could go. They could start the process of amnesty, which would be a process to citizenship or residency. Inside of that process, it would include a vetting process to ensure that they don't have violent or bad crimes in their records, to make sure that they're here for good reasons. Okay, and if they check off all those boxes, then we give them the residency, we give them the citizenship, and then we let them stay here in the long term.
Right. That sounds correct to me, but I don't know what place it plays in the illegal immigrants and that. So the
illegal immigrants, quote unquote, are the ones getting the amnesty.
Well, that shouldn't be. It shouldn't be an illegal immigrants in the mass amnesty.
And why is that?
Well, I mean, for one, like I said, there's process to getting into this country.
And they broke that process.
I'm sorry?
And they broke that process. Okay.
Right.
And?
So that's the reason why we're going through this and getting rid of all the illegal aliens.
Okay. All right. I'm not going to be able to change your mind at this point. You just don't get it. Why do you think that we should remove somebody for the country for a victimless federal misdemeanor, but we shouldn't remove somebody from the White House for threatening to genocide 90 million people, being held civilly liable for raping a woman, being found criminally guilty of 34 felonies, infringing on Constitutional Amendment 1, 2, 4, 10, 14, 22, on top of Article 1 and 2, being held civilly liable by a court for a line about the valuation of your properties to a bank in New York, and defrauding your own university, on top of trying to change the outcome of the 2020 election through the installation of fake votes in Congress, on top of intentionally concealing classified documents at your private estate in Mar-a-Lago, on top of committing war crimes in the South Caribbean Sea by double tapping quote-unquote enemy combatants who are out of the fight according to the Second Geneva Convention and Article 8 of the ICC. And this is just a handful of Donald Trump's legitimate crimes that you just disregard because you think that he's beneficial to the country as president. But apparently when I say I want to disregard the one federal misdemeanor for undocumented immigrants because I think they're beneficial to the country and I want to give them a pathway to residency or citizenship so they could stay here, ultimately say, no, you can't do that. You cannot disregard their misdemeanor. We have to hold them accountable. We got to deport them. Why don't you hold that same energy to Trump?
If he has done everything that you said that he has done, which I'm not debating, then he should. Then there's a process to get him out of office.
What the question is? Do you support that process?
If it's the 25th Amendment, is that correct?
Well, no, not really. So the process for getting somebody out because of crimes would be impeachment through Congress. That would be the process for a cabinet getting a president out of office because of mental inability.
Then that's mental. Well, I don't know. I mean, you're going to have to go through the whole process to get someone out.
But the question is, do you support Congress impeaching him? Oh, he's gone. He probably accidentally scrolled. That was his friend's phone, who had just kind of passed him the phone to debate me. Toy, if you still happen to be in here, accidentally swiped out of the live somehow. Don't really know what happened there, but feel free to hop back inside of the queue. I'd like to finish that conversation. Let's go to get that next guest loaded up in the box. There's a couple people that I would like to thank real quick. Give me one moment here. This is, dude, Flickhead. You are crazy. Thank you so much for the 100 euros over on Super Chat, Flickhead. That is beyond kind of you. Dude, that is fucking absurd. That is so much money. I'm so grateful for the love, Flickhead. I know that you've been watching for a long time. You've been supporting me for a long time. I'm beyond grateful for the love. I'm beyond grateful for the support. Flickhead with the 100 euros says, hey, Dean, I hope you're doing well. I've been working a lot of overtime, so enjoy this little donation. When I can't catch these streams in the evening, the VOD gets me through the long work hours. Keep educating the uneducated using reason, logic, and facts. Flickhead, that is beyond kind of you, my friend. I'm so very grateful for you. Thank you so much for the love, the generosity. Not a bone in my body deserves it. That is so much fucking money. Please, 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 please show some love to Flickhead down below in that comment section. Thank you so very much. You were awesome. You were awesome. Connor, thank you for the $5 over on PayPal. Who says, hey, my girlfriend Kayla is watching your live right now and she convinced me to watch you. So thank you for educating an Irish man on American politics. Hell yes. Shout out to you and Kayla. Thank you, Connor. On Venmo, thank you so much for the $25. David, let's get 500 David W's down below in that comment section. Thank you, man. Let's get 250 David W's. David with the 25 says, there is more to the Howard Stern video. Howard jokes gross in a fake accent about saying hello with a vagina. Trump replies, as the owner, you could see it's their obligation to do that. Howard then says, so you've done that? Then Trump then segues directly into his dressing room story. Yes, we listen to that context every so often. I just usually cut it out for meaning, for like wanting just, be quicker with it. But you're all right. That is a context. Joshua, thank you for the $10 on Venmo. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. I just saw that you say that here's $10 because the Giants won. I'm feeling generous. Let's go, Joshua. Thank you. John, thank you so much for the $15, who says, I appreciate you so much for what you do. In the midst of the Trump nightmare, we need independent commentators like yourself now more than ever. Corporate media is compromised. Never sell out. I will never sell out, John. You fucking got it. Thank you so much for the $15 on Venmo. That's why I'm also so happy to say that, my income is not generated by any backing PACs or organizations or sponsors. It's generated by you guys. I'm so grateful for you guys. Same thing to you, Mary. This came in 7 minutes ago. Thank you so much for the $50 donation on Venmo. Thank you, Mary. Show some love to Mary down below in that chat. And Rocco, thank you for the $50 as well on Venmo. And Carissa with the $50. My God, Rocco, Carissa, and Mary. Thank you to all three of you guys for the $50 donations. I'm beyond grateful. Thank you guys so much for the love and support. Let's get 500 Mary W's, 500 Roku W's, 500 Carissa W's. Mary with the $50 says, happy Wednesday, Dean. I'm listening to last night's VOD. You should consider clipping great arguments specifically for a subject and title it so it's easier to find and use for those that can't argue well for themselves. That's a really good idea, Mary. Thank you for the $50. Same thing to Rocco with the 50, who just drops a little mic emoji. Appreciate you so much, man. And then Carissa, thank you for the $50 donation as well. He says, my daily support for you. I love you all. I love all you do. Thank you so much. Well, thank you, Carissa. I know that you've been supporting a lot recently. I'm so very grateful for you. Show some love to Carissa, Rocco, and Mary down below. Same thing to Courtney. Thank you for the $15, who says, I will never understand why people continuously support a predator or where's the red line. Fucking exactly, Courtney. Thank you for the $15. Then Melanie, thank you so much for the $10. And Ryan, thank you for the $25 donation. Show some love to Ryan and Melanie down below in that chat. Ryan with the 25 says, I'm doing a research paper in my English class about the economic effects of undocumented immigration. Turns out, although there are some small cons of immigration, mass deportation does more economic damage than just keeping immigrants. Does much more. And I'd actually argue that there's not a lot of reason to believe there's small cons to undocumented immigration, economically speaking. There's a couple old studies that conclude that, but for the most part, their methodology is flawed. Hi, welcome back in.
Hey, Dean, I'm going to put John back on for you.
Okay, thank you. I'd assume that, there's probably some error or glitch there that occurred.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay.
So, John, I've had a little bit more time to think about the way that I want to respond to your argument in the back of my brain here while I was thinking those donors. And this is what I landed on. So once again, I think that your story here is that you don't really care if giving illegal immigrants, as you said, undocumented immigrants, a pathway to residency or citizenship would make America greater. You still think that they should be deported because they broke the law. So you hold a very red line approach to law and order. But you didn't hold this red line approach to law and order when I played you the clip of Donald Trump admitting to sexual violence. You said even though he committed sexual violence, you don't want to remove him from the White House because you think that overall he's beneficial to the country. So why can't I say, even though undocumented immigrants committed a victimless federal misdemeanor, I don't want to remove them from the country because they're beneficial to the country?
Right. So I don't understand. I can't say anything to that, really. That's the way I feel too. I mean, if I don't know.
And this is kind of where the obvious part comes in. Now that I've made an equivalence between undocumented entry and sexual exploitation, now's the time to point out that those two things aren't equivalent in the slightest. Because
Exactly.
sexual exploitation actually hurts people.
Right.
Right? So it's like, if you're going to hold this hard red line approach to undocumented immigrants, you gotta hold it to sexual violence. So you should absolutely be saying, fuck Trump, hate that guy, throw him out of office because he admitted to sexual violence.
Yeah, I know, but I still think he's done what he thinks the country needs, and I mean, for Joe Biden to be there, he shouldn't have even been in office. I believe, and well, he was asleep at the wheel.
I would argue that being asleep at the wheel is better than calling for genocide at the wheel.
Yeah, I know, but.
So Donald Trump threatened genocide against 90 million Iranians yesterday. You just
I don't
accepted
think-
that that's worse than being quote unquote asleep at the wheel. So then why do you
No, I
defend
don't-
Trump if he's done something that's worse than the thing that you said Biden did? That means Biden should have never been in office. But what?
That's the art of the deal. That's what he was doing. That's what I think he was doing, and everyone took it out of context.
It's never okay to threaten genocide. Even if it's a part of negotiation. You
I
don't threaten,
understand.
you don't, even if it's completely baseless and a part of the quote unquote art of the deal, you don't threaten genocide.
That's true. I know. So, but what are you going to do? I mean,
stop supporting him?
Well, I don't know if you can go that far. I don't know.
Correct me if I'm wrong here. It kind of sounds like whatever I say, you're not going to stop supporting Trump.
Yeah.
Do you see how that's an issue, though? Like, realistically,
I didn't hear the last question. Sorry.
Well, so correct me if I'm wrong here. Regardless of what I say or what I tell you, you're never going to stop supporting Trump. How about this? Let me put it to you this way. I need to fight that cognitive dissonance. If Biden called for the baseless execution of Republicans in Congress, would any reasonable Democrat have stopped supporting Biden at that time?
I don't know if they would or not. I don't know.
Well, do you think they should? That's a better question. Do you think they should?
I don't know. I can't. My mind's drawing a blank right now.
Okay, think about it. President of the United States of America, a country that is supposed to represent free speech, freedom in general, equality for all, freedom of political expression and belief. Okay, our leader, if they were to call for people's execution because of their political beliefs, should they be our leader?
Well, I don't know if anyone has done that. Has a president done that? I don't know.
The question is, if Biden did it, should have America stop supporting Biden?
Well, there's checks and balances. I don't know if.
Well, we're just talking about the social support from the people. There's no checks or balances on what we think. Should the American people have stopped supporting Biden if he called for people's execution because of their political beliefs?
Well, he shouldn't have said it to begin with.
I agree, but if he did say it, should the American people have stopped supporting Biden?
I can't answer it. I don't know.
Okay. I think any reasonable person would know that we shouldn't support a president if they call for the execution of their political opponents baselessly.
Yeah, but okay. Yeah, I know, but
so you do know that.
Yeah, I do know that, but I can't answer for that.
Would you stop supporting Trump if he baselessly called for the execution of Democrats in Congress?
Well, yeah, but he hasn't. So I mean,
The President of the United States of America, Donald Trump, Washington Examiner titled, Democratic veterans in Congress urge service members to refuse unspecified unlawful orders by saying that this is really bad and dangerous to our country and that their words cannot be allowed to stand. He then followed that up with a second post that reads, this is seditious behavior, punishable by death. And then he reposted a comment that reads, quote unquote, hang them, George Washington would. This... So he has directly called for the execution of Democrats in Congress.
Yep. Well, yeah. If they're in the military, yeah.
Is that enough to get you to stop supporting them? Him, sorry?
I don't know. There's so many ifs, ands, or buts in there. I don't know. So I can't answer that.
This is rage bait. I just showed you proof that the president has directly called for the execution of his political opponents.
I know he did. I know. So I don't...
Why is that not the red line?
I don't know. There's just something to it. There's something to it.
What if he... Oh, what if... I'm sorry, John. I'm done with my what ifs. I think I'm going to move on to the next person, okay?
Okay. Well, thanks.
Thank you, Dean. I tried to tell you he was a tough cookie to crack, but his sister and his brother, they're next. I'm going to call you too with them, but he's a tough cookie to crack. So I get it. So thanks. Yeah.
I'd happily talk to his brother and sister. If I ever see you in the queue again, I'll let you skip to the the front of the line. Okay.
Okay. Thanks, Dean.
All right, you take care, Toy. I have a lot of appreciation for Toy. She's strong. She's very strong. Let's go to get that next guest up in the box right now, folks. By the way, if you want to support me in the stream and what we do here, or just get a message across / ask a question, you can with the Venmo and PayPal on the link tree found in the bio of my TikTok account, and right there, Dean Withers without the E. Make sure that you get the spelling right. They're also in the pinned message over on that YT stream. So I appreciate you guys so much for the love. Welcome in, Silly and D Sport Trump.
Yeah.
Okay, you're like 4.
No.
Let's go to move on to the next guest. Only up inside of the queue. If you happen to be bad guy, make sure that you're following the rules, please, and thank you. We got Jenny loading up into the box. Here we go.
Hey,
Jenny, do you support Trump?
No, I don't, and I'm sorry, but do you have Cash App?
Jenny, I think I do. I don't think I ever advertise it though. You know what, Jenny? That's very kind of you. I appreciate you so much for your generosity, and I'll have you check my bio in like 3 seconds. Why did my camera just get all weird? The hell? What the hell's going on with the camera? Why did I just get full? What the hell's happening? Sorry, give me what the hell is happening? Give me 1 second here, folks. Okay, there it is. Hi, welcome into Sport Trump, Andrew. Nope, Andrew's not here. Only up inside of the queue if you happen to be MAGA. Only up inside of the queue if you happen to be MAGA. We got the next guest, E10, loading up into the box.
Yo, what's up, man?
Hey, do you support Trump? Hello? Do you support Trump?
Yeah. Do you vape?
No. Let's go to get that next guest loaded up in the box right now. Only up inside of the queue if you're MAGA, please and thank you. We got the next guest, Sam, loaded up into the box right now. Quite frankly, right now. Welcome in. Oh, it's just this guy again. We're gonna.
You ready to get cooked, Dean?
Yeah, you're absolutely cooking me. Hey, how many continents are there?
7.
Name
them.
them.
I'm an idiot?
Name them.
What are you talking about?
Name
right
the
now?
fucking continents.
Oh my gosh. South America, North America, Antarctica, Africa. How many was that?
You tried your best. It's okay, buddy. By the way, to the last guess, you should actually be able to find a Cash App link in the link tree in my bio. Hi. How old are you?
Bro, I didn't even mean to join.
Okay. Let's go to get the next guest loaded up into the box, guys. Only up inside of the queue if you happen to be MAGA. This person is really begging. Okay, this person is really begging down below. Okay, this welcome to D-Sport Trump. Really begging down below.
It's probably me.
Okay, this welcome to D-Sport Trump. Really begging down below.
It's probably me.
Okay, this welcome to D-Sport Trump.
It's probably me.
Jesus. Peyton, hello? What an echo. Sorry. Usually it passes, so just let it play out, but it doesn't look like it played out today. Well, we're going to go to get that next guest loaded up in the box right now. We got Caleb joining. Only up inside of the queue, viewer MAGA. Hey, let's see here. First and foremost,
Dean.
Welcome in, D-Sport Trump.
Well, I actually had something more important.
Oh,
I just
really?
want to say to all the...
All right, let's go to get that next guest loaded up into the box right now. We got Darius connecting. Fallon, that is Fallon. Thank you for the $10 over on PayPal. That is beyond kind of you. Who says, I have a mutual... Hello,
Yes,
D-Sport. Okay, how old are you? Okay, they don't seem okay, so we're gonna go to kick them out. Fallon with the $10 says, I have a mutual acquaintance who just got his green card and citizenship. Took him 33 years. Fucking insane, Fallon. Thank you so much for the $10, and thank you for sharing that with us. Nicole, that is Nikol. Nicole, thank you so much for the $20 donation on PayPal. Let's get 200 Nicole W's. Thank you for the love and support. Nicole says, I want to be you when I grew up, and I'm 25. Thank you. Thank you so much for what you're doing. The value that you bring to society is huge. Thank you for caring enough to keep educating the uneducated. Nicole, I try my best every single day. You know it. And that is beyond kind of you. I really appreciate you for that $20 donation. Show some love to Nicole down below. And welcome in. Do you support Trump? Tolu.
Hi. No, I don't. I'm so sorry. I joined by accident. I would never...
Banned! I'm just kidding. Let's go to move on to the next guest. I won't ban you. You got that. You got that. I won't ban you. You're good. You're good. Welcome in. Do you support Trump? Tony!
Yo.
Do you support Trump?
I was wondering if I could hit a blinker with your anxiety pen, please.
Oh my god, it's that guy. Get out of here. Get out of here. Moving on to the next guest. We got Jason loading up into the box. On Venmo, Kadia. Thank you for the $5. I appreciate you. Melissa.
Yo, what's up?
Thank you for the $5 as well. Pipe down, buddy. One moment.
My bad.
Are you a Trump supporter?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, pipe down, buddy. One moment. Maddie, thank you so
sorry.
much for the $15 on Venmo, who says, keep on doing what you're doing. I always enjoy your content. I'm always debating with you when I'm watching People Are Dumb as Fuck. Oh, I feel that. That's what I do when I'm watching Parker's Life. I'm always like debating with him from the sidelines. Thank you for the $15, Maddie. Let's get 150 Maddie W's down below. As well as Megan. Thank you so much for the $25 on Venmo. Shout out to Megan down below. Megan with the $25 says, from a blue dot in a red state. Love you. Love you too, Megan. And thank you so much for the love and support. You are beyond kind. Let's get 250 Megan W's down below. You guys have been so fucking kind. I really appreciate you. Genuinely. Thank you so much. How old are you?
I'm 18.
Yeah, I don't know what year you born in.
No, trust me, bro. Trust me.
Yeah, I don't know what year you born in.
2007.
Yeah, what month?
September 25th. Trust.
Okay, all right. Why do you support
And
the
I'm
worst
young for
president?
my grade, and yeah, come on.
Why do you support the worst president of your life?
Cause he's tough, but man, honestly, fuck you.
Cause he's tough.
Yeah, and fuck you.
Oh, and fuck me.
Yeah.
Why?
I just don't like you, to be honest.
Okay, but I would assume that you have literally zero reason to not like me. You just don't like me because I explain in a very common sense fashion why what you believe in is
you
wrong.
have a punchable face, but like it's chill though. It's chill.
Well, I'd argue the reason why you think that I have a punchable face is because this face comes on live every day and exposes you to be the fraud you are. How you think that a rapist is tough. No, truly. Why do you think I would ever take the opinion of an 18-year-old boy seriously that thinks rapists are tough?
Low key. I mean, he did aura form when he got shot, so that's pretty tough.
Right. We're gonna go to put you back down in the comment section. Only up instead of the queue if you happen to be MAGA. Let's go to get the next guest loaded up into the box. Me and my girlfriend are gonna go watch Project Hail Mary here in like 2 hours. Super excited. I cannot wait. Hey, do you support Trump?
Yeah.
Okay, can you speak the fuck up?
Damn, watch your fucking mouth. Yo.
Your energy was a little low.
Bro, because I gotta watch your ass all day.
Well, I mean, you don't got it. You could scroll, but you have nothing else to do.
I
You
have
know
to.
you love
I
me.
was mandated. You know I'm paid to do this, right?
You're paid to do what?
Cook your shit.
Cook my shit? Well,
Absolutely fry
wait,
your
it's a
shit on the
mandation
live.
from the girlfriend. She says, "Oh, boyfriend, you suck because you're a crazy Trump supporter. Go watch this better man than you, Dean Withers. Learn a thing or two." Is that what happens?
Are you hoping that there's girls fawning over you, Dean?
No, I'm just hoping.
Wait.
I'm just hoping that there's some positive influence in your life that is mandating you to watch
buddy, are
my
you
lives
taking
to
notes
become the
from Harry
best version of
Sisson?
yourself as possible.
Take those notes, Dean. Harry Sisson.
Why do you support Trump?
He saved the Iranian people from genocide yesterday.
And where was this threat of genocide coming from?
Their lack of cooperation.
No, a threat of genocide would come from a person. So what person did the threat of genocide come from?
Yeah, the person DJT off the lack of cooperation from the IRGC. Yeah.
Do you think that it's okay to threaten to genocide 90 million people? Ever?
In any other circumstance, I'd say no.
But you think it's justified in this circumstance?
Yeah, because he said, Donald Trump.
Yeah. Insane.
You know,
Insane. Think about what you just said.
You know Donald Trump.
Think about what you just said. There
You
are
think-
90 million men, women, and children that live in Iran. Every single man, every single woman, every single child that heard that News and Souls post turned around and thought that their life was going to end in a matter of hours.
Are you sure? Do you know? You know
because
the
that's
Iranian
what
people?
genocide
Are you
is.
on Iran? Like, were you texting all the Iranian people when they saw that post? Because they definitely saw that post.
No.
Under your 2 cents.
You don't need to be an Iranian person to know that this would be the reaction. You just have to be a person.
So we all believe Donald Trump, right?
No,
so
one
like
moment.
anything he
One
says, it's
moment.
just gonna happen.
You just have to be a person to
Right.
understand that when the president of the United States of America, the most powerful man alive, says that your civilization is going to die, that your life is at peril, even if that threat is empty, even if those are words being used for negotiation, it is still
If
yet
it's
a
an empty
direct
threat,
threat
it
of
matters?
genocide against a country of 90 million people, made by the most powerful man alive.
Yeah. An empty statement. You literally said even if it's an empty threat, it's they have a threat. They think their life is in peril if it's an empty threat.
Because they don't know it's an empty
That doesn't
threat.
even add
And
up.
They will never know that it's an empty threat when it's.
They knew
a
within
threat
7
being-
hours, Dean.
One moment. They will never know that it's an empty threat when it's a threat being made by a man with the capacities to do it.
The capacities, no. They know damn well that Donald Trump isn't doing shit.
And
He
this
couldn't
should have been the
invade Greenland.
takeaway when he said he was.
He couldn't invade Greenland.
And this
There's no regime
was
change
the
in
takeaway when he
Venezuela.
said he was. So when he said he was going to genocide Iran, our takeaway should have been he was not going to genocide Iran. Listen, you're crazy.
No.
Trump, I'm gonna genocide Iran.
No, that's
Humans with
understandable. If
brains
it was with
freaking the fuck out.
Chill, Dean, I concede on that. I concede
Trump,
on that, right?
I'm no longer gonna genocide Iran. MAGA.
Within 4
Haha, you guys, you thought he was actually gonna. This isn't a fucking
if he
joke,
were the
dude.
type- there is
This
no
is
character
not
priors.
a
There's
fucking
no character
joke.
priors. He wouldn't do that. He wouldn't. He said he's gonna bomb Iran. He said he's gonna do all that shit. He said he's gonna invade Greenland. Where is Greenland? Why don't we own Greenland right now?
Well, actually, because NATO forced him down like a good little boy. They made him submit.
You did not,
even
just say that.
Not even joking. NATO fucking like little bro Donald
Dude.
Trump when it came to the invasion of Greenland. I'm being dead ass. They were smart as hell.
But that's what I'm going off of is character priors. I mean, you like to go off of character priors, right?
Oh yeah, when like we substantiate the fact that he raped Eugene Carroll because of his character priors of admitting to sexual violence,
Yeah.
like sexual exploitation. Yeah.
Like, so you think that doesn't correlate to the guy that is constantly.
Does Donald
with
Trump's character
words
priors
violent.
correlate to him threatening genocide? Yes.
No, because he doesn't commit. He doesn't commit genocide.
There's one man alive. Well, more than one man. The most likely man alive that's not already committing genocide. The most likely man alive that has the insanity to commit genocide and the means to commit genocide is who?
Donald Trump. I would only concede on the insanity part. Do I think he would
Wait,
actually
if you
do
concede
it?
that
No.
Donald Trump is insane enough to commit genocide, okay, well then he shouldn't be president because his mental faculties are unreliable.
Well,
if you
there's
don't stand
more
against
than one part
one
of
second, let me clarify here. I need you to listen to the following sentence.
Okay.
If you will not stand against a president who is insane enough to commit genocide, then you do not stand against shit. You stand for nothing.
I disagree.
What do you stand for if it is not a man insane enough to commit genocide? What the fuck do you... Tell me, what do you stand for?
Are you going to question my character on the debate live?
Answer my question. The question should be,
I
what
don't
do
think
you
it's in
stand against
correlation.
if you do not stand against a man who's insane enough to commit genocide? Answer it.
I don't think that's like relevant.
I think it is. Answer my question.
No,
what do you
because
stand
you're
against?
going off of the presupposition.
Answer
that,
the
like, there's
fucking
one person.
question.
Shut the fuck up.
What
Shut
do
the
you
fuck
stand
up. I'm
against?
talking, right?
Sit down. Go on mute. Good little boy. Stay down there for a little bit. Stay down there.
Dean,
what do you stand
pipe
against
down.
if it is not a
Breathe.
man who's insane enough
Dean,
to commit genocide?
Pipe down. Let me talk.
I'll give you
That's an
permission to
irrelevant
speak.
question, Dean. You would not answer that question. If the question was flipped onto you, mind you, very irrelevant to the conversation.
Flip it on me. Check it out. Flip it on me.
It wasn't flip it on you. Like ask you a personal character question.
No, ask me, Dean, what do you stand against if you don't stand against a man who is insane enough to commit genocide? You know what my answer would be? It would be, I do stand against men who are insane enough to commit genocide. We shouldn't.
But you think I believe that?
We shouldn't.
You think I believe
I
that?
think that you do not stand against men who are insane enough to commit genocide because you support one as president.
I didn't say that. I said I don't believe that you would do that. You think I believe that you stand for that?
That I stand against that. Well, I mean, you should.
Oh, stand against. My bad. Yeah. Why should I? Why should I believe you're not a grifter? Why should I believe Dean Withers, with how do you still support Trump, VNP, Dean Withers on his forehead? Well, now it's on your head. Congratulations, you moved it up.
Because
How
why would
am
I be able to
supposed
keep it up
believe-
for so long?
Do you think that I don't want to say the word here, but do you think the Nazis were unfunded?
The Nazis? I mean, I think that they got funding through... Well, actually, I don't know where they got their money from to fund that war. I would assume it was, from their own country and maybe, quasi-allies. Are you comparing me to a Nazi? I don't know what you're saying.
No. I mean, I feel like we use Nazis in general a lot in comparisons, even when we're not trying to directly
Listen. At the end of the
compare
day, you are coping. I'm
No,
not a
you're
grifter
coping,
because
bud.
being a
You're
grifter would
coping.
necessitate, one moment, being a grifter would necessitate that I acknowledge the arguments I make are true, yet I willingly choose not to believe them. And that's false.
How is that false? Your argument
Because why
is,
would I willingly
"Nuh-uh,
choose
I'm
not
a
to believe
grifter."
the truth?
Thank you.
One moment. Why would I willingly choose not to believe that it's true Trump is a bad president?
I mean, you don't have to be a Republican or a leftist or anything to have an opinion.
But all of the opinions in which I share are my opinions. And if you were to assert that I'm a grifter,
I don't
you'd have
know
to
about
argue.
that.
Exactly, because if you assert that I'm a grifter,
I just
you
think
have to
you're
argue. Let me
disinvolved,
speak.
like in your real life.
If you were to assert that I'm a grifter, you'd have to argue that these opinions are actually not my own, which means that I don't believe in what I argue for. But the arguments that I have for what I argue for are very strong and are tested every day by Trump supporters for 4 hours straight. And there hasn't been a Trump supporter who's been able to defeat any single one of my arguments. What the fuck are you going on about? Inevitably, you'd have to posit here that I'm willingly choosing not to believe what I know is right. And that's crazy. And then you say in my personal life, I'm not involved in this shit. Bro, this is my fucking personal life.
No, it's not.
I'm just casually cooling in the fucking extra bedroom of my apartment,
Yeah,
my
the extra
studio, of
bedroom.
my condo for 4 hours a day. Like, this is my fucking personal life. I open that door and my girlfriend's
you
probably just like
outside?
laying on bed outside because I would rather
That was better,
try to
Dean. You were
ensure that the American electorate hasn't lost their goddamn mind bowing the knee to a rapist who threatens genocide with a vocabulary of 40 words that he's been repeating in every interview that he's given since 2015. The fuck?
You were on a roll when you were outside. You went.
Wait 1 second. Madison, thank you so much for the $50 donation over on PayPal. I appreciate you for supporting the grift, Madison. That is MATYSON. Let's get 500 Madison W's down below. Thank you, Madison. Madison with the $50 says, hey, Dean, I just have a question based upon my personal life. I'm going to make it quick since I'm at work. I have a stepfather who refuses to listen to me if I have reason or not because I am younger and am therefore a quote-unquote liberal sissy about him being MAGA. By the way, I love your content. Thank you so much for the love, Madison. Fuck that guy. He sounds like a jerk, Madison. Thank you for the $50. As well as Amy. Thank you so much for the $10 over on PayPal. Thank you so much for supporting the grift. Show some love to Amy for money for the popcorn at the movie theater. Thank you, Amy. Joseph, thank you for the $5. And then Brittany, thank you for the $5 as well. Who says, I've been watching this since the pandemic started. MAGA is a bunch of hypocritical, apathetic, moronic, evil bags of saggy ejaculate. Jesus. Wow. Holy shit, Brittany. Thank you for the $5. Would you thank all of those donors, please?
Yeah, I forgot their names. Can you restate them?
Oh, yeah. Madison, Brittany, Amy, and Joseph.
Okay, W Madison, W Amy, W Joseph. What was the second one?
Brittany, asshole.
Brittany. No, bro. So do you want me to thank Brittany or not? Because I'm not about to thank Brittany if you're gonna call me an asshole.
Fucking thank her, you dick.
Yo, now I'm really not about to thank. Okay, you have to say please after that. How do you think I'm? Because then if I say thank you, you're gonna say good boy.
Fuck are you saying?
Dean, I know your shit, bro. I know you, Dean.
You don't.
You're
know
read
me.
like a book right now.
You don't know me. Let's get that next guest up here. Hey, this is over on Venmo. C, thank you so much for the $18 donation on Venmo, man. I appreciate you so much for that love and support. Show some love to C Double O. Let's get 200 CWs. I appreciate you. As well as Melissa, thank you so much for the $5 as well. Show some love to Melissa down below in the comment section. Actually, Sophie. Oh, I just read that message. Thank you, Sophie. Jennifer, thank you for the $5 on Venmo. Says I love your energy. Thank you, Jennifer. Emma, thank you for the $5. And then Katia, thank you so much for the $5. You guys are awesome. Let's go get that next guest loaded up in the box right now. Oh my God. I'm doing my best here to find some Trump supporters. They're all just so insane. They're crazy. Welcome in. Do you support Trump?
Both parties support imperialism. And the Democrats would have invaded Iran also that in 2008, Hillary Clinton said that she would totally obliterate Iran. And Kamala Harris said that that all options were on the table to prevent Iran from having nuclear weapons. So the Dems and the Republicans are the same, and you are like paid DNC shill or what?
Okay, perfect. Who did you vote for?
Jill Stein.
Wow. Yeah, what a throwaway.
Wow, voting outside the duopoly. That is so crazy when we're given the illusion of choice. Oh my God, wow.
Let me explain something to you. There are many good critiques of so many people on the left. Fuck the establishment Dems. Fuck AIPAC. Fuck it all. Do I think that Kamala Harris would have gone to war in Iran? No, what a joke. Okay. But besides that, here are the differences that we would be experiencing today if Kamala Harris had won the election. First and foremost, there would not be 60 pregnant rape victims that are being denied access to abortion in 10 of every 50 states every 24 hours like clock.
I believe Tara Reid when she said Joe Biden sexually.
Hush. There would not be 60 million American women and girls without elective access to abortion in 28 over 50 states. Okay, let me tell you also what there would be. There would be 45 million disenfranchised working class Americans.
Tara Reid was sexually assaulted by Joe Biden
to $3,000 a month. There would not be 10 million low-income Americans with. Girl, everyone fucking knows I'm muting you. It's because you're interrupting me. Sit the fuck down. But anyways, there would not be 10 million low-income Americans, okay, without access to health care.
Was sexually assaulted by Joe Biden, bro. Come on now. So stop you support a rapist. You support. No, I don't support a rapist. You do.
Jesus.
You do.
Okay. So I would like you to respond to all the comments that I just shared, clearly or not, because you brought up Tara Reid. Tara Reid is a fucking liar.
No,
and
she's
she was not raped
Oh,
by
you don't believe
Biden.
a woman got sexually assaulted by Joe Biden? Creepy
Yes.
ass Joe Biden. Wow.
Yes, exactly. I don't believe it. And I could tell you why.
You support a rapist. That's why.
No, because
You don't have to say anything more. That's pretty sad.
The reason why I know Tara Reid is a liar.
Who raised you?
The reason why I know that Tara Reid is a liar is because when she took Biden to court for it, she lied and perjured herself 4 times until she had both of her 2 lawyers drop her as a client because of the lies and inconsistencies within her argument, until she inevitably dropped the suit as a whole, fled to Russia, and then joined an alt-right misinformation campaign against the left in America.
That's bullshit.
What about it is specifically bullshit? Tell me.
Oh my God. Joe Biden sexually assaulted Tara Reid. I don't give a fuck what, whoever raised you did a horrible job.
Why do you
because
think-
you don't believe
why do-
someone got, you support a rapist.
Precisely. No,
So
I
you want
don't
to fight
support
with
a rapist.
MAGA about supporting rapists when you support
It would
rapists.
explain to me why my refutation of Tara Reid's claim is wrong. Like, listen, I feel like people get it wrong often. It's not believe all accusations, it's believe credible accusations. And when an accusation is demonstrated to not be credible, such as so many inconsistencies and lies and
I get
contradictions,
it. You're Joe
that you
Biden's
have
favorite
all
boy
of your
toy
lawyers
for the
drop you as a
DNC.
client, and then you
Yeah.
drop the suit, flee to Russia,
You
and
got
join a
your
misinformation
babes
campaign,
back.
you don't believe it.
You love him.
Like, are you
You were
telling
like
me
that little kid who touched his hairy legs in the pool.
I don't understand why you're not addressing the points that I've made.
I don't understand why you support a rapist.
The points that I made disproved the notion that he is one.
Tara Reid was sexually assaulted by Joe Biden.
I gave you the reason insofar as why that claim is
I
false.
believe
Can you
her.
address the reason?
Why do you support a rapist?
Can you address the reason I gave you insofar as why you shouldn't believe her?
I can't believe you support a rapist, honestly. That's sad. Your
you
mom
hear
did a bad
yourself?
job.
I don't support a rapist because Joe Biden
No,
is not
you
a
do.
rapist.
Joe Biden sexually assaulted Tara Reid. Yes, he did.
Why should I believe Tara Reid? Convince me I should believe her.
So you don't believe any of the women who got sexually assaulted by Trump?
I do believe them.
But you don't believe... Okay, that's so convenient.
Well, actually, the difference would be here is that the people who've accused Donald Trump
difference would be you got
haven't
your
lied and
fucking-
perjured themselves with 4+ contradictions and then fled to Russia to join a misinformation campaign against Trump. No, that's just something Tara
She
Reid
did not flee to Russia, of course, because you're a Democrat and you want to believe, oh, Russia is bad, and the whole Russiagate situation that was.
Russia is bad. The fuck? They're actively ethnically cleansing millions of Ukrainians.
Wow.
Hello?
Hello?
Do you know
Yeah.
any Ukrainians?
Ukrainian Nazis? No.
Wait, so now you're arguing that all Ukrainians are Nazis? So I just want to clarify. Tell me to my fucking face that the 18-year-old Ukrainian refugee who came to Texas when I was down there for Unfuck America and then waited in line 2 hours just to meet me, to ask to give me a hug because of how much she looked up to me, because her and her family were pushed out of their home by Russian foot soldiers and then fled to America, were Nazis. Convince me that 18-year-old Ukrainian girl was a Nazi. I think about her so fucking often. What is happening to the Ukrainians is so fucked up. And you're going to sit here and say that Russia isn't bad, regardless of the fact that they're ethnically cleansing these innocent people because all of these innocent people are Nazis?
Maybe the American government shouldn't have put in a puppet president like Zelensky. And
It's not about Zelensky,
And did
it's about the
regime
people.
change in
It's not about Zelensky, it's
Ukraine
about
so
the
that
people.
they could get close to fighting and do a proxy war against Russia using Ukraine. And that's really sad for the people. But most of the Ukrainians, they believe in they beat other Ukrainians who also speak Russian. They drag the men in to fight the war against the Russians, even though they're losing. They lost. It's over for them. So yeah.
Okay, well, so that was just a bunch of misinformation.
No,
so,
it's not.
So after Russia had annexed Crimea
You know,
in 2008...
people have access to the internet. Anyone can look that up. They tie Ukrainians down and like humiliate them. They take young men and old men and force them to fight. Like this is like you could easily find that. that it's true.
So first and foremost, there's a lot of misinformation in what you shared. The first bit of misinformation in what you shared is that, like, for whatever reason you think that there's
so you
this
support
strong...
rapists and
She's
Nazis.
just not going to let me speak. So tell me, once again, this was the question I was asking you that you were deflecting away from. The 18-year-old Ukrainian girl that I met as a refugee because she was forced out of her house by Russian foot soldiers to flee to America, was she a Nazi? Yes or no? Answer the fucking question.
You're hilarious.
You answer the question. Was she a Nazi?
You met her.
Was she a Nazi?
You tell me. You met her.
Well, wait. So now you can't identify if somebody's a Nazi just because they're Ukrainian? Oh, okay. But wasn't your argument that Ukrainians are Nazis? Oh, okay. So now you're contradicting yourself because you can't bring it to yourself to call an 18-year-old girl that was pushed out of her home by foot soldiers a fucking Nazi just after you're telling me that Tara Reid is somebody that we all need to believe because she's a woman. Oh yeah, it's defend women in some scenarios even when we know they're lying, but don't defend women in other scenarios because it's antithetical to the notion that Russia's a good country.
You support a rapist.
And you support being a fucking dumbass. And by the way, no, I don't support rapists. No,
Yeah,
that's
you
not
do.
me.
Joe Biden sexually assaulted Tara Reid.
Well, I've already disputed that claim too by bringing up the fact that
You
she
didn't
lied and
dis-
perjured
that you
herself
didn't
so
prove
many
that
times in
you
court
didn't
that her two
prove
lawyers
that
dropped her as
he
a
did
client,
not
and then she dropped the
sexually
suit, and then she fled to
assault
Russia to join a misinformation campaign. And then that's when you brought up that Russia's good, and I was like, no, Russia is bad because they're ethnically cleansing Ukrainians. And then you said, oh, well, they're all Nazis. So just to clarify, are you
No,
justifying
I
the
said
ethnic cleansing of
America
Ukrainians because you think they're Nazis? Answer the
Ukraine.
question. Do you justify the ethnic
America
cleansing of
did
Ukrainians?
regime change.
Answer the question. Do you
Both
justify?
parties
Answer the
support
question.
regime change.
Stop interrupting me. You're freaking out. Stop crashing
I'm
out.
not. You're
Answer the
freaking
question.
out.
If I
You
was the
need to
one freaking out, then I don't know why I'd be the one getting
I
interrupted.
really think you
the question that I'm trying to ask you is, do you
Amen.
justify Russia's ethnic cleansing of Ukraine by saying that Ukrainians are Nazis?
But we were talking about how Joe Biden is a sexual predator and he abused kids just like Trump. He sexually assaulted Tara Reid.
You're genuinely fucking insane. You're absolutely insane. I hope that you know you are not a productive member of society.
Whoever raised you did a horrible job. Let's get back
I'd
to
actually
that.
say the same thing to you. Your parents should be ashamed of you. You make the left look terrible, and I just can't believe that people like you exist in 2026. Stop defending Russia, you freak. Stop
both
calling
parties
innocent
support
18-year-old girls, you freak. And stop sitting here telling me that we should ensure that we have a fascist president who calls for the genocide of 90 million people because you believe the woman who's credibly refuted in her allegation against Joe Biden. When Joe Biden wasn't even the one running for president, Kamala Harris was. You were legitimately like the scum of society. You should feel ashamed to even call yourself like politically active. There's nothing redeemable about your political advocation whatsoever, and it's fucking sick. You are no different than MAGA, if not even worse, because you acknowledge all the wrongs and the harms in which are true of Trump, but then you're still going to sit here and say that he should be president because of your critiques of the left. No one is arguing that the left is perfect. No one is arguing that the left is even sufficiently good. We can all acknowledge that Israel sucks, Israel has influence over so many Democrats, AIPAC is bullshit, and that we need to weed that vermin out of the Democratic Party, and we need to promote more younger, more progressive voices that don't take money from lobbyists, that don't take money from PACs, that reject AIPAC and recognize that Israel's committing a genocide. But instead, your take is to say, let's vote for the Jill Stein lady who pops her head up out of the sand every 4 years to run for president and then disappears just to take votes away from the more progressive candidates, both in the primaries and then once she loses the primaries and runs as a part of the Green Party in the general election. And by the way, Jill Stein was pictured at a dinner with Putin, who paid Tim Pool and Benny Johnson $400,000 a month to push pro-Kremlin, pro-Trump propaganda to ensure that he won the election after interfering in the 2016 election to get more people to vote for Trump, as proven by the Mueller report. Same thing in 2020. Yes, that is what you support. You support the movement that is a proxy for the political power and control of the GOP, MAGA, and Donald Trump. You are MAGA. Let's go ahead and get that next guest loaded up into the box. Only hop inside of that queue if you're a MAGA. Unless you're that kind of MAGA. I don't want to talk to that kind of MAGA. We got Bob loading up. Hi, do you support Trump?
No, but I just have a question.
Oh, well, unfortunately, right now we are only looking to talk to Trump supporters, but I do hope that you have a great rest of your day. And Emily, thank you so much for the wild mic. Let's go to get that next guest loaded up into the box. All right, we got Faith joining. Thank you so much, Yasmin, for the $5 over on Super Chat. He says, honestly, is a far leftist. No, screw this person. They're absolutely horrible and is quite honestly the most disgusting type of person. And Tina, thank you so much for the wolf. Thank you, Tina. It's good to see you. Yeah, listen, Yasmin, that person was not a leftist. Don't get, like, come on. Like, that is so clearly a plant. Like, the reason why we can acknowledge that that person is not on the left, they're not a leftist just because they say they hate Trump and they hate the Democratic Party, is because that's what the right wants you to think a leftist is. Like, that's just not true at all, bro. It's just not true at all. They just make up a very small faction of the internet, and they like to LARP as leftists. So then they think that they could claim moral superiority. Let's go ahead and get that next guest loaded up in the box. But in all reality, okay, real leftists, by the way, I don't even claim to be a leftist because I believe in social democracy. That's technically liberal. In order to be a leftist, you have to like hold to socialism or communism. So I don't even claim to be a leftist. But real leftists, okay, are nothing like that whatsoever. Welcome in. Do you support Trump?
No, but Cookie mugs you.
You know what? Thank you for bringing that one back from the dead. Shout out to you. Let's go to get that next guest loaded up in the box right now. We got Leo loaded up into the box.
Hello?
Hi, do you support Trump?
Nah.
All right. Well, cool. We're going to go to get that next guest loaded up into the box. You know what? I'm sorry. I got to read a donation message real quick. This is from, let me pull it up real quick. Nicole, I believe. That is Nikol. Nicole with the $10 says, I'm Ukrainian. I just want to say fuck you to the last woman. Go fucking educate yourself if you're going to call us Nazis. A stupid, brainwashed piece of shit. Get back into your cave. I'll happily read that message, Nicole. Thank you for the $10. Let's go to get that next guest loaded up into the box right now. All the opposite side of that cube. You're MAGA, please, and thank you. We got Mao Dog loading up in. As well as Manivan. That is Manivan. Thank you for the $16 donation, my friend, over on PayPal. Show some love to Manivan down below in the comment section. I really appreciate you. Show some love. I thank you so much for the love and support. Same thing to George. Thank you for the $2. And then Alexia. Thank you so much for the $20 donation on PayPal. Let's also get 200 Alexia W as well. We're still looking for that next guest to join up and give an argument insofar as why they support Trump. Alexia with the $20 says, thank you so much for everything that you do. Also, hi to Ashley and her dog Ace, who I know are watching and are huge fans. Have the best day. Shout out to Ashley, Ace, and thank you, Alexia, for the $20. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Amy, thank you for the $20 donation as well. Amy with the $20 says, please figure out how to debate on Facebook. I get bored in debate and comment sections sometimes, and I need you so bad to break their cognitive dissonance. Dude, if I found a way to debate on Facebook, oh my, how these streams would change so much. There's some crazy people over there on Facebook. Thank you so much for the love and support. What's up? Do you support Trump? Oh, they're not here. Hey, guys, would you let me know if you were MAGA down below in that comment section? You know, skip that line. Hop up and top. Dude, they're so obsessed. This person's so obsessed. They're back in the queue. Listen. Hop out of the queue. It is for your own good. Stop draining and wasting your thoughts on, you know, wasting your time and day away in my queue. You have better things to do. Maybe you don't. You know, just like, fuck off.
Imperialism is bad. Capitalism is bad.
Imperialism is bad unless it's Russia. Oh, yeah. Imperialism is bad unless it's Russia.
Wow.
Fucking, yeah, nothing to say about that, right?
Russia is not my enemy.
Yeah, get the fuck out of here. That's what I thought. Damaris, thank you so much for the galaxy. I appreciate that. All right. Well, imperialism is bad, but, you know, if the imperialists used to claim to be a communist party back in the 80s, I actually don't care at all. They could ethnically cleanse as many people as they want to. Holy, let's go to get that next guest. Load it up into the box right now. We got Santana joining. Hi, welcome in. Do you support Trump?
Yeah, bro.
How old are you?
What?
How old are you?
19, bro.
What year were you born in?
2006, bro.
Okay, give me one moment here to thank a couple people, and then I'll pass that mic to you, Nolan. This came in 5 minutes ago. Thank you so much for the $50 donation, Nolan. I really appreciate you, man. That is beyond kind. Thank you so much. Show some love. Show some very massive love to Nolan down below in that comment section for the $50
cut me off to shout niggas out.
I gotta ask, are you black?
Yeah, bro.
Okay, you're good. Yes. I am cutting you off to thank people for their donations. Nolan, thank you so much for the $50. Let's get 500 Nolan W's down below in that comment section. Nolan with the $50 says, when one balls, we all ball. Love you, Mean Dean. That woman is a miserable, hateful loser. So real, Nolan. Thank you so much for the $50. Show some love to Nolan down below. Courtney, I really appreciate you so much for the $25 donation on Venmo. Show some love to Courtney down below. Thank you so much for the $25. Courtney with the $25 says, love you so much. Longtime viewer, first time supporter. You make the day go by a little bit quicker and also give me new points to debate with my MAGA stepdad and stepbrother. Well, I hope that you're able to change their minds, Courtney, and I'm so happy to hear that you enjoyed the live stream. Show some love to Courtney down below. And then Justice, thank you for the $10 as well. You asked me not to read out loud. Okay, I'll keep that to myself. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. And then Anthony, thank you for the $5 over on Venmo. Then one more on PayPal here. Thank you so very much for the $20 on PayPal. ISAURA. I'm gonna call you I.
Cold, bro.
I appreciate you for the $20. What's that?
You got a cult, bro.
Because they send like a handful of them send donations.
Them niggas immediately, like I'm talking about, like immediately start going crazy. I don't even support Trump for real. I just wanted to talk to Dean, bro. Pick his brain, bro.
I hope you have a good rest of your day. Let's go to get that next guest loaded up into the box right now. This is actually just another Santana. Let's go to get them up. Yeah, hashtag Dean Cold in that chat. What's that, man? Do you support Trump?
Yeah, I support Trump.
How old are you?
I'm 20 years old.
Tony, appreciate you for that diamond tree. Shout out to you, man. Okay, and why do you support Trump?
I support Trump. I would say because of his tariffs.
Because of his tariffs?
Yeah, they're amazing.
Dude, that argument died like 5 trillion years ago. What are we doing?
But listen, also, Dean, I want to bring up something I saw on my For You page. It was like with Parker on your live. Some dude came on your live and started beating it. Do you remember that? I saw a video of that.
No, thankfully, I don't remember that.
I don't know. But anyways, how did the argument about tariffs die?
Oh, yeah. When the tariff shot down his first way of doing tariffs, so then he turned around and out of spite and vengeance imposed 15% tariffs on every other country in the world, not based upon a macroeconomic analysis, but rather based upon his feelings and anger. That's when the argument died. Because that's the moment when tariffs went from something that could arguably, from a very dense perspective, be beneficial for our economy, turned into clearly a weapon of vengeance and control.
I don't think that's true. Can you provide a source for that, Dean?
Yeah, SCOTUS ruling last month, and then Donald Trump's press conference right after it. It might have even been the next morning, where he was like, and today we're announcing 15% tariffs in every other country in the world. And all the SCOTUS judges that ruled against me are paid by foreign lobbyists and governments. There's the source in a nutshell. That's interdimensional TV right there. Interdimensional cable. Just gave you an insight into, what the press briefing room in the White House looked like about a month and a week ago.
Okay, so the thing about that, we can use this guy as an example. You know Phil, right?
Yes.
You know him? So he disproved that claim like a while ago.
I don't think that Phil has the brain capacities to disprove anything. Quite frankly, Phil's a dumbass.
How is Phil a dumbass?
He wants to fight me because I'm able to prove that Donald Trump is a bad president. Come on.
No, he never said he wanted to fight you. He said he wanted to take your countdown because you're a grifter.
Well, that's another dumbass thing that he said. Thank you for more than one data point to prove that he's once again a dumbass.
I don't think he's a dumbass. I mean, I'd say you're kind of a LARP, quite frankly.
You just say quite frankly. I actually think that you're LARPing. I don't think that you're a Trump supporter.
How am I LARPing? I am a Trump supporter.
You just don't really seem to have the...
I can give you 5 different reasons why I support Trump.
Okay, do it.
All right, so his foreign policy, his immigration policies, his gas wages, the current government positions he's placed, and what he's done in Colorado.
Okay, you shouldn't support what he's done in Colorado with A, supporting to be able to like sell like half of the national forests here, and then B, vetoing Lauren Boebert's clean water bill, which would have allowed access to 50,000 plus Coloradan residents to clean water. Why don't you go ahead and respond to that?
No, because that's not the reason why I support. I support the NJL.
Okay, what do you think is more impactful, the NJL or everything in which I just said?
The NJL.
So you think the NJL is more impactful than upwards of 60,000 people having access to clean water?
Yes.
What is the NGL?
It's like one of the most important things in Colorado history.
What is it?
You don't know what the Dean, I thought you were supposed to be like a top tier political debater. How do you not know what the NJL is?
How do you not know what the NJL is? Listen, who is the representative for the 6th District of Arizona?
For the 6th what?
6th District of Arizona.
Oh, that's me.
Okay, you're trolling.
I'm not trolling, dude.
LARP, 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 LARP. This guy's name is Mason. He's probably 14, but if he's not 14, we'll debate him. Hi,
hey, Dean. I just want to say hey. I do not. I hate him. I'm sorry.
Based. All right. Hey, buddy, got the cavity filled. Am I still dirty, gross, and disgusting?
Why'd you have a cavity? Tell us. Is it because you're gross?
What the fuck? Dude, cavities could develop because of a genetic predisposition towards lower levels of enamel. Cavities could develop because of stuck food particulates that are missed when even brushing teeth. Cavities could develop from about 1 billion different things. The hell?
I mean, we can use process of elimination.
Have you never had a cavity?
As a kid, I did, yeah. I didn't brush my teeth as much as a kid.
Oh, you were a really gross little kid.
A little, yeah, I was very gross, huh?
Yeah. You know, you're even grosser now because at least when you were a kid, you didn't support a president who threatened genocide on 90 million people.
I mean, at least I don't indoctrinate kid followers of mine every day.
I indoctrinate people into thinking that genocide is bad. Wow, thank you.
No, you indoctrinate them into thinking it's good.
I indoctrinate people to thinking that genocide is good? Gotta hear the argument. How so?
I mean, you would support the genocide of white people, I'm sure. I mean, your dumbass doesn't even understand per capita. You try to say white men commit more sexual violence.
Wait. What?
Or more likely.
So, I just want to clarify. Why do you think that I indoctrinate people into supporting the genocide of white people? Also, keep in mind that a large proportion of my audience is white themselves. But, just tell me.
I mean, you do.
How so?
I mean, look at the population already. I mean,
okay, so the word population is what explains how I indoctrinate people into supporting the genocide of white people. You know what? You are so goddamn intelligent. Get this guy's Nobel Peace Prize immediately.
So, do you think
this guy's a voter, by the way?
Do you think white men
Isn't that crazy? I think we should take you. Can you recede your citizenship so you? Well, I have a question. Can you recede your citizenship so you lose your right to vote? This
you know what per capita means?
This is a national emergency. Can you please answer the question?
Do you know what per capita means?
This is, sir, a national emergency. Can you please answer the question? Can you please hand over your citizenship? Renounce it right now, immediately, so you can't vote.
The real national emergency is getting you a fucking toothbrush, dude.
Well, like the one sitting in my bathroom.
Yeah, bring it out.
Because you think
how clean it is.
That the only way somebody can get a cavity is if they don't brush their teeth.
It's still in the package?
No, the only thing that's still in the package is, your brain from the brain facility. I guess you never got that.
Just because your girlfriend likes your hot breath doesn't mean your breath doesn't stink, buddy.
What is that like, talking about men having girlfriends? Is it like an experience for you that's very similar to reading a book or watching a really fantastic sci-fi movie at at the theater. Because it's just like a really foreign concept to leave your basement, which is what you'd have to do to be anybody.
Why are you always talking about incels?
Well, because I'm always talking to incels. Great question. First valid question
that would be highly unlikely, brother.
Okay. Okay. Because I forgot a bit of the incel persona is to think that you're like special. Like, oh yeah, you're the only incel in the world, buddy. Okay, I'll give that to you. You know, here's a crown.
I mean, you guys try and call incels all these crazy things, but if you guys actually watched it or read anything about incels, you would realize that you were wrong about most of it. I'm not an incel. I'm just saying.
No way! No fucking shot! No shot! He's like actually an incel. Like not even like as a joke that I'm making to disparage him because he's a dick, but like.
Dude, it's not my fault your girlfriend likes your hot ass breath, dude. It's the only girl in the world.
Wait. Did you just say that it's not your fault? Wait. Did you just say that it's not your fault that my girlfriend likes my hot ass? I appreciate the compliment. But my hot ass? I know. But like, it's just a debate live. Let's keep it to politics.
Did she still kiss
God,
you?
Why are you? Now you're asking about how she kisses my hot ass, dude? Come on, that's really personal. Yeah. That's really personal. Do not, please. I'm gonna draw the line there. I will not allow you to ask me about how my girlfriend kisses my hot ass. That's really personal.
All right, show your toothbrush, dude.
You want me to show you my what? I'm just kidding. All right, bro. I'm done trolling. Just kidding. Oh man, hey Karmic, I appreciate you so much. I appreciate you for the $10 on Super Chat. He says here's $10 towards the kickball. She is insufferable. Karmic must have sent that through earlier when we had the crazy on the stream. I appreciate you, Karmic. That's very kind of you. As well as Egoist Altruism. Thank you for the $5 who says, please stop feeding the trolls. My God, you're above this. This is apparently a weighing comparison competition, not a debate. Well, I mean, I can't tell you that you're wrong. I'm definitely above feeding the trolls. Sometimes it's just, fun to piss losers off at times, but I absolutely understand where you're coming from. Ida, that is IDA. Thank you so much for the $18 donation on PayPal. Show some of the Ida down below in that comment section. I appreciate you. That's IDA. Thank you so much. Ida with the $18 says, love from Norway. Hope you can keep destroying these MAGA, even though it's pretty late for me. I try to catch lives with you and the lives that you and Parker have. My dog is also sends Momo a big kiss. Well, thank you so much very much for the love. That is beyond kind of you. Claudia, thank you for the $5 over on Venmo for the toothbrush fun. Deadass. That toothbrush fun. Had to send Parker a text real quick. Thank you so much, Ida. Logan, thank you so much for the $10 as well. And Venmo says, Trump's actions with Howard Stern are deplorable. Am I the only one grossed out by how Howard is his host too? No, he's also a fucking perv. Audrey, thank you for the 5. Andrew, thank you for the 5. And then Logan, I appreciate you for another $10, my friend. Very, very kind of you. Then Andrea, thank you for the $5. Anthony with the 5. Thank you so much for the love, you guys. We're all caught up over there. On PayPal, James. Sorry, not James. James, I'll get around to you next. This is Challenger. Thank you so much for the $50 donation on PayPal. I appreciate you so much for that love. Let's get 500 Challenger W's down below. That is beyond kind of you. That is so much money, dude. It goes a long way here. I appreciate you. Challenger with the 50 says, after Trump lost his support with MTG and the firings of Kristi Noem and Pam Bondi, doesn't it seem like Trump and many of the far-right Republicans have taken it in a misogynistic view? Yeah, it seems like the first to go are the women. And I mean, this is something I think we would all be able to project from a mile away. The first to go will always be the women who are in proxy to power, because at the end of the day, they will never hold it themselves inside of those movements under the patriarchy, right? Like this is like something that we see to be true in so many scenarios with like MAGA women who will like regurgitate the same shit that we hear from the disgusting men who will join the live about how E. Jean Carroll deserved it, never happened to the women and girls at Miss Teen USA, Miss USA, because it like puts them in closer in proxy to that patriarchal power for sure. Okay, but at the end of the day, they will still never be a man. They'll still never be at the top of the list, and that's why the first to go are, of course, the women within the very misogynistic Trump administration. Allison, thank you for the $5. Anastasia, thank you for the $1.
my question first before pivoting right off the takeoff? Good boy.
What was your question?
I said, did you have some time to reflect last night when you decided that the United States should be overwhelmingly a Muslim country over a Christian nation?
Why are you so bad faith? That's not what I said.
That's exactly what you said, because you just dodged and talked in circles for 20 minutes and said nothing. I had so many people message me and said, I cannot believe that Dean Withers could not take a stand for Christianity, which built this nation, pilgrims, okay, whatever it might be.
Don't make the claim that Christianity built this nation, you anti-Christian freak.
How am I anti-Christian?
It is so anti-Christian to argue that Christianity built this nation. I can tell you why. It's because this nation was built on slavery. This nation was built on only rich white men.
Stop it!
I'm not joking. That had the ability to own property voting. This nation was built on sequestering women to essentially be property in the household. Like, that's like, unironically, what on stolen land and the genocide of 100 million indigenous Americans. That is, okay, what the foundation of America is, reaching all the way back into 250 years ago. You can't deny history. I know that you guys like to revise it all the time, but that's the truth. So the reason why I say it's an anti-Christian argument to then posit that this country is built on Christianity is to say that slavery is Christian. Fuck no. Genocide is Christian. Fuck no. Witch trials are Christians. Fuck no. Sequestering women to be property inside the house is Christian. Fuck no. Colonialism is Christian. Fuck no. No, Christianity is supposed to represent moral values much better than that. It's supposed to stand for something positive and beneficial to the world that people can use as a symbol of peace of love compared to a weapon to create division and hate. So never say that this country was built on Christianity, because this country was built on manifest destiny, division, killing, enslavement, and hate.
How do you find true morals and principles when all you would have is a worldview? Your examples would be flawed human beings. How is that? How do you go, you know what? I'm going to live to this standard. What is the standard of perfection for you, Mr. Withers?
Yeah. So my standard of perfection is believing in whatever the opposite is of what you claim to be true.
Dude, chat, did you hear that? Oh my gosh. Because you know what?
That's a really reliable.
In the worldview, your worldview of being agnostic or atheist, agnostic is just a weak atheist. So let's just call you a weak atheist. You have
what I'm going to call you?
You have no example of perfection.
You know what I'm going to call you?
Did you hear what I said?
No. So nobody would have an example of perfection. That's just
would Christ be an example of perfection?
As an agnostic, no.
Would Jesus Christ be an example of perfection?
As an agnostic, no.
As someone who is spiritual, someone who is seeking and searching for a belief, okay?
He was like a pretty good dude for sure, but clearly not perfect.
Celibate. Stopping women from being unalived and abused on the streets by people that thought they were better than her. Opening the eyes of the blind. Healing the people that have major diseases. All kinds of shit. Okay, being tempted, being potentially. I know it's. Hang on. I know that it's
that occurred.
Oh my gosh, bro. Can a guy finish a statement?
I don't know. Did your ex-wife ever finish?
I mean, my current.
Did you make her finish? I don't think so. I don't think so. I don't know. Let the women finish first, and I'll let the man finish. I'll let you finish. I don't know.
My wife finishes every time, bro. Every time.
She finishes walking out of the room to go sit on the TV to get away from you because laying in bed late at night, you start screaming at her about how black people are like the devil of humanity. I'm just gonna get you off my live, Liam. You are crazy. What else do we got in here? Only up inside of that cube you happen to be an American adult that supports Donald J. Trump as president. This guy's name is Ford Construction Site. Hello, do you support Trump? It's really sad. That's really sad, man. For that young boy, racial slurs are very, very impactful and very, very mean. In the same way you've been told to not bully the kids at school by calling them mean names or pushing and hitting them and being kind. You know, the N-word is one of those mean names. Very mean names. Where are his parents? That was like maybe a 5 to 6 year old. Jeez, man. Hate seeing that. Tori, thank you so much for the $20 on Venmo. Says, not a white dude offended by the fact that this country was built on slavery. Oh, not the history, biting him in his ass, the horrors. Yeah, they always get so pissed off when you just repeat history. Thank you for the $20, Tori. Oh, excuse me. Birch, thank you so much for the $20 donation over on Super Chat as well. I appreciate you, Birch. Let's get 200 Birch W's down below. Birch with the $20 says, thank you for everything that you do. Well, thank you, Birch. Shout out to Birch and Tori. I appreciate you guys so much for the love and support today. Thank you. There's another couple of people I'd like to thank as well. On Venmo, thank you so much, Elaine, for the $10, who says, to Liam, we're not meant to be a Christian nation. We're meant to be a nation where you're free to be Christian. About perfection, God made us in his image, and that means he's either saved us or made us imperfect so that we're doomed to fail, or God is not perfect, that dude is the worst. Well, I appreciate you for the $10. I'd also like to quickly thank Aaron. Thank you for the $15. Thank you. Shout out to Aaron, E-R-I-N-N. Thank you. And then Marion, thank you for the $20, who says, hey, Dean, please check your email. I'll take a look, Marion. I remember you. I did meet you at No Kings. Thank you for the $20. I'll take a look. Thank you so much for the $20. Same thing to you, Logan. Thank you for the $10 as well. I think that we have a couple people here on PayPal. To give me one moment here, folks. I know that we've only been live for 2 hours and 10 minutes, but I'm going to go ahead and send you guys on a raid over to Parker at this moment in time because we are done with the live. I did a live earlier. We went for 2 hours and 40 minutes. We went for 2 hours and 12 minutes now. So actually close to 5 hours in total today. But it is unfortunately time to get off. I don't see Parker live, so we're just going to give him a quick FaceTime. See where he's at. Yo!
Hey, what's up, man? I'm hopping on right now, but my computer's just acting really slow right now. It's like...
Man, it's good.
Getting ridiculous.
How's your birthday, bro? By the way, I'm on live, but how's your birthday?
Oh, of course, I already know. My birthday was good. It was really, really nice. Dude, I had a fantastic day.
Hell yeah. Good to hear it. Oh, let me unplug my mic to tell you some crazy shit real quick. I've been meaning to tell you this. Back in. How crazy is that?
That is really crazy.
Yeah.
Holy shit, man.
I know, man. I
can't believe what problem I'm dealing with right now. I'm literally trying to hit go live on Streamlabs and it's not working.
Dude, it's just not working.
It's literally not working. I have to restart my computer because of this.
That's fine. We could just do like a 21,000 person FaceTime call real quick.
Yeah, let's just do like a 21,000 person FaceTime call real quick while I take like 2 minutes to deal with these technical difficulties because my PC just wants to end my stream early, you know?
Wait. Why don't I just join the live? Wait, and then will you get kicked off when you go live? Why don't I just do that?
Yeah, I could do that.
Bet.
Yes.
We'll hang out with Parker for a moment here before he starts his own live. Neo, thank you for the $20. Who says, unrelated to what's going on, wanted to remind everybody that quote-unquote border encounters / border crossings are not the same thing as getaways. Just having a high border encounters / crossing does not mean Biden had open borders. That is also very true. Very, very true. Absolutely, Neo. Thank you for the $20 and the truth nuke. Let's go ahead and get Parker up here. He'll be in here momentarily. Trevor in the comment section says, accept Trevor's request. Shut up, Trevor. Shut up, Trevor. That's funny, though. That's funny though, Trevor. I'm not seeing Parker inside of that queue. Parker's nowhere to be seen. Oh, there he is. He was like at the bottom of the queue.
It's just everything doesn't want to work right now. Hold up. It says your media files are currently being synced to the cloud.
That's OneDrive, I would assume.
I know. I'm so confused. Yeah.
Oh wait, actually, I think I have a couple people to thank on Cash App. For everybody who sent something in on Cash App, I do apologize. Let's see here. Giovanni, thank you for the $10 on Cash App, who says the best debater on TikTok. Let's go. Janelle, thank you so much for the $10, who says please debate my coworker. Get him on stream, I'd love to. And then Stephanie, thank you for the $10, who says I'm glad that you finally added Cash App. Yeah, we've just had issues with Cash App in the past. Had a lot, honestly, a lot of issues. And then on Venmo, thank you so much.
Mine still is banned and not working, bro.
Yeah, Cash App sucks, man. Demarius, I appreciate you for the $50, who says, would love to watch you debate more than just MAGA so we could break from the brain dead fucks, or mostly you have a break. Yeah, I'd like to maybe debate, I don't know, religion. I like talking about religion, but Parker, what issues are you experiencing?
I'm right now trying to update it right now because when I click on it, it says that I need I don't have the media files for some reason. They are not connected to the cloud or something. So I'm going to try this one thing. If not, I guess I can figure it out and you can just end your live. I don't want to keep you up here for too long for me figuring out like a random issue. What's up?
Oh, I said you're good, man.
Oh, okay, for sure. Sorry, it's literally just loading right now, and it's I don't know what the hell is happening. Sometimes I'll just literally hop on and some of my shit won't work, bro. I swear.
Sometimes I have weird issues with OBS. I'd recommend switching from Streamlabs just to the bare bones OBS. It doesn't come with as many features, but that also means that it doesn't come with as many potential bugs.
Yeah, that's true. I've never had a problem with it until today. This is the first time I've ever had an issue. That's why I'm so confused.
Yeah, that's strange. You all want Trevor. I'm done with the debates for the day, you guys. Trevor doesn't even look like a real profile either.
It's gonna be some troll.
Is this a real person though? Kimberly?
Is it really not loading? This is so brutal.
Mother 4, girl boss, owner and operator of my own business, #Nana. Are you a Trump supporter, Kimberly?
I'm a nobody supporter.
Hell yeah. You should be a supporter of good people though.
I'm trying to figure out politics as we speak.
You know what? Good for you. I actually really appreciate that view. "Quote unquote, don't support anybody until you know enough to support them." I think that's good. Isabella left? Oh, come on, bro. I just want to ask you one question while Parker gets his shit ready to go.
It's letting me do Twitch, but not doing YouTube. It's not showing up. I'm so confused.
Maybe you need to reconnect the RTP?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, but it's not really
Isabella's fucking with me. Come on, Isabella. Dude, she just rejoined in the queue. I got her up on the stream, and then she left again. A second time in a row. What are you doing, dude?
There we go. Finally, dude. Holy shit. That was not working. Now I'm making a title. Give me one sec. Wait, failed to fetch settings from YouTube? Dude, what's going on?
You're not having a good day.
Yeah, I know. This is brutal.
I may have to end here soon because we have a movie to get to in an hour. Just want to make sure I have enough time to grab food beforehand, but got another couple minutes. Why not?
I'm getting into work right now.
Hell yeah. Hell yes.
Okay, hold up. We're now putting the thumbnail on, and hopefully it's gonna work.
Except Trevor. Except Trevor. Except Trevor. Except Trevor. Except
It's
Trevor.
a fake account too.
It is, on God.
It's totally a troll. Wait, is it working now? Update setting. Come on, please. Come on, come on, come on. Yes! Wait, hold up. Okay, I think we're on. We're on YouTube at least. Now I'm turning us on TikTok. Thank you, Dean. I appreciate it. I'm so sorry it took a minute. I honestly did not expect that to happen.
No worries, bro. Have a good stream.
Thank you, bro. Thank you. Have a good night. Have a good movie, bro.
Appreciate that. Take care, Parker.
Alrighty, I'll see you, bro.
All right, guys. Go raid Parker if you're still in the mood for some debates. You can find him on @ParkerGetAJob on YouTube and @ParkerGetARealJob on TikTok. I'm going to go watch Project Hail Mary. Peace, love. Good night and goodbye. Like the best lighting. That's not biased.